Through the prayers of Holy Father, so Jesus Christ, our God, have mercy on us and save us. Amen. Good evening. For those new here, my name is Father Joseph Swaden. I've worked in Orthodox apologetics since 1998 and the founder of NFTU, True Orthodox and Ecumenical News, since 2004. We've been in the apologetic space on Facebook since 2016 and on YouTube since 2018. And if you appreciate what we do here, like and subscribe. Today we do our live Q&A session where you can get your questions answered live as well as member-requested video reviews. So let's get started. And as always, if you want to jump on stream to ask a question or make a comment, just click the link in the top of the chat. I'll be taking super chats from the YouTube chat, and if you want a question or comment without super chatting, I'll answer it, but you might miss it if I don't put it up. So let's get started, of course, with the comments we've got already on the screen. So let's begin here. And okay, so first with a member chat, reader John Taylor Harden, Father bless, may God bless you in the name of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Cowboy Apologetics says Father Swaden is the new sheriff in town. That's an interesting way to put it because it doesn't feel like it, but thank you. Amanda says, good evening. Good evening. Debt to Compromise says, flame on, I guess. And audio good. So it's, I guess, a good start. Oh, boy. Well, a lot of people under the weather. Well, first off, me. Today was the Sunday of the Ungrateful Servant. And so it was, to say the least, it was the 11th Sunday after Pentecost, and really felt like it. It kind of felt like it had meaning. I felt like I almost collapsed in the service, and that could be a problem without me. Now, if you see this, well, I got another dog bite. The dog is in pretty bad shape. She is kind of sensitive to touch at this point, and I have an appointment Thursday. But she's yelping and crying everywhere, and I feel terrible. But I also feel terrible for me because I do not feel well. I had some very good soup from a guest that came, one of our people. So we were very happy to have him, and then I made the mistake of mixing in frozen mussels into the soup, and I'm feeling pretty bad. So it's not exactly, I would say this has not exactly been the luckiest of days for me. So I don't believe in luck, obviously. So I believe this all happened for a reason. I'm just hoping the reason wasn't unworthiness of communion, and I'm, going to die now. I should probably get a confession. But by stating my intent, if, that doesn't work out, let me see here. So, one of the things that I was able to work on was that Nicholas Thompson. Paul Hall says howdy, and Nicholas Thompson says, Father Joseph, how are you? I've been better. I've been better, but in any case. We always have to keep the grind moving, keep everything going as we can. And so this week obviously has been a very, very weird week when it comes to debating. And let me see here. The thing that I noticed most recently, I guess there's been some drama with a certain World Orthodox apologist. I think you've all heard of him, the Jay Dyer, and I'll talk to that in a second. Jeff Dutcher says, how would the World Orthodox receive someone from the Matthewites? I don't know. Most likely, I'm going to guess, because that seems to be their policy with every true Orthodox I've ever heard of. When they find out that you were really a true Orthodox, etc., like your bishop or your priest, etc., they usually try to baptize you, which is funny because they won't baptize Roman Catholics or Anglicans or a number of Protestants, but they will baptize true Orthodox. So keep that in mind. That's part of the reason why I always say to take your baptism seriously, um, your Orthodox baptism seriously, because if someone's willing to rebaptize you when you've been baptized Orthodox and they want to rebaptize you Orthodox, be concerned. That's unfortunate, but that's true. Jeff Dutcher says, "Wow, yeah, it's unfortunate, but it's true." Um, Let me see here. So anyway, there was a kind of a brouhaha between. I guess it was the weekend that there was all the debates going on in Dallas, and I guess this Jay Dyer fellow had he was doing a 5v1, and one of the Roman Catholics caught him on something. Basically, he was trying to say to the effect of like Pope Leo was wrong or something, and yeah, I'm trying to see if I can find this. This was, I would say, kind of tragic that I saw this, but it made me, it inspired me to go reach out to this guy. So hold on while I try to. Okay, so let me share the screen. Give me a second. Let me put that on. And mind blowing, this behavior. Nicholas Thompson says these trials are necessary for our salvation. God often allows us to hit rock bottom, so we will discover that He is the rock at the bottom. That's very true. And all we can do is say the Jesus prayer, which is, Lord Jesus Christ, Son of God, have mercy on me, a sinner. And thank you for putting that up. Anyone who's not familiar with the Jesus prayer, it's very simple. Right there on the screen. Write it down. Use it. It looks like sometimes people carry prayer ropes for decoration, but we actually have to use them, or it's not, it's not a fulfilling practice. Let me take a look here. So I'm going to put this on the screen, and it was a kind of a mind-blowing thing. Wait, okay, and now let me share screen. I will not say that this is particularly edifying. But it is indicative of the kind of issues we have that people have to deal with sometimes. So let's put that to full screen.
So now you're bringing it back.
Okay. Yeah, no problem. No problem. So, okay, so everyone watch. He didn't want to engage my argument. He didn't want to engage my argument. Okay, listen, this behavior.
Invisible church. But not then.
Pope St. Leo said the same thing. He said the same thing.
Thank you. So your popes also teach your stupid heresies. So popes contradict.
Okay, you believe the same thing because did your patriarchs not sign off on Chalcedon? Did they sign off on Pope St. Leo's tome and his letters? Did they sign off on it?
Let's get this clear. The Pope that he was trashing on just a second ago was Pope St. Leo the Great. Thank you. Nicholas Thomason with a member with a super chat. Lord Jesus Christ, Son of God, have mercy on us sinners. Amen. And thank you for that, because you have started the show. We have a crazy big goal today, and it's mostly because dog-related stuff want to get this week. Super chats are very helpful, and I'm really grateful to one of the big ones I got last week, but they don't actually show up till next month. So in any case, we are down to $3.90. Thank God, and thank Nicholas here, and we are at 10. So thank you for getting it started. And I'm going to put that in there for $10. So, and I'm going to fix that so it looks like a 10. And so, yeah, we've gotten started here. So this is great. As everyone knows, basically the way it works here is we go for 2 hours. In this case, we are going to be, we will be signing off at 11:10 unless we get to 75%. Which would be 300, in which case we will go on till 11:40. And, this is extra late because I started extra late because I felt horrible. But if we make it to the total, we will be staying till just after midnight. So let's continue on. And let's see what happens. All right. So let's see. Patristic Orthodoxy says they should have found opponents that knew their faith and history better. Seemed a bit mismatched in proficiency, especially the Lady Dyer debated. Waste of time without. Oh, it only gets worse here.
Okay, look.
Did it happen
outside
of
He doesn't want to respond. Did they sign off on Pope Leo? Did they sign off?
I know you got to look to your cholo, bro, but that's all you got, dude. You got to back up some homies.
Jay,
homies, back me up, bro.
Jay,
hey,
Jay.
You're what?
He's Asian. He's Asian.
So
Jay, did they sign off his letters?
No more homies,
okay. Did they sign off his letters? Did they sign his letters? Pope's, excuse me, Patriarch Anatolius said the full force of confirming the acts were according to Pope St. Leo the Great. I could see why he retired and came back after 6 days.
All I got is a bunch of low levels.
Like, is this like the behavior of like the king of orthodoxy?
Let me put my meta glasses back on so I can cheat some more, bro.
What is it? Like, for the past 10 years, everyone came to orthodoxy because of this guy. I went to orthodoxy, but I left because of him as well.
So this guy's a liar. All he does is lie.
Yeah, I lied.
Nobody thought you were hey, dude.
I was a catechumen for a year.
Dude, that's your...
Whoa, MC, thank you so much for helping keep things going. Excuse me while I update. We did receive a donation through Cash App. So I am going to just add this to the totals. And this was for $25. So this puts us at $365, and we're only about we're only about 10 minutes in. So that's awesome. And thank you so much, MC. I really appreciate it. By the way, if you want your name up, I usually will read the whole thing out on if it's a super chat. But if you want your name up, just make a note. Just say, I want my name or something like that. I will always do that. I keep it anonymized because I feel that user privacy is the highest thing. But some people like to have their name shout out, and I get it. So definitely, no problem there. Thank you so much, MC. And we're moving fast, and this is great. Thank you, Lord. And now we can go back to this debacle, and
problem, bro. You couldn't stick with it, dude.
I couldn't stick with it.
They didn't have enough tortas there.
They
didn't have enough tortas there. Dude, you went for me personally, so I'm gonna go after
me.
No, I didn't.
You called me a liar.
You lied to my face.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't. I'm trying to prove to you how he didn't lie. No, Pope St. Leo the Great in letter 95 affirms my position. King of Orthodoxy. I would.
Yeah, that hurt to watch. That said, I decided to reach out to that guy. And so he wanted to have a debate on the Council of Chalcedon. I said, sure. And so he announced it somewhat today. We're still working out the parameters. But for the most part, next month, I will be debating him. And next month, I will also be debating Kelly Powers. We have been talking about having a debate for quite a while. We're going to actually, it's looking like we're going to be doing it on the Gospel Truth channel. And we are going to be talking about the exclusivity of the church. Is Orthodoxy the one true church? Can one have salvation outside of it? So we've got the Council of Chalcedon and a one true church debate coming up in September, if I live that long. I'm sorry, I keep saying that. You just never know. Whoa, Nicholas Thompson with another $5 super chat. Father bless. May God bless you in the name of the Father and the Son and the Holy Spirit. And sorry, my hand looks so ugly. I got 2 dog bites now, and that's in the past week. Because it's not her fault. She's just so heavily matted that she's in constant pain. So that's why I had to schedule a thing with the doctor. I was hoping that I'd have a set price, but they don't do it that way. He said, I had to put a $100 deposit, and then he has to look at the dog and then make the assessment, and then I'll know how much it actually is. But I'm basing it on averages I got off some AIs that basically said it's going to cost between $250 and $350. So thank you for that again, Nicholas Thompson. And we are adding that to the banner. So we are now at $40 with a $360 goal remaining. If we can get to $300, we will stay till 11:45. And if we can get there to, we can get to 400, we will stay till a quarter after 12. So yeah, we're going all in for this. That is, it's not, not a fantasy thing. Apparently, after talking to Sway today about, some of the parameters we have for the Council of Chalcedon, he did announce that I'm assuming that I'm the true Orthodox priest he's talking about. But let me see here. Apparently, the fun part of this, and this is the fun part of it, there's another big, famous, expensive debate that went on, where it costs like $300,000 to get her to debate. But what's it called? Apparently, then I guess Dyer demanded like a debate from Sway, but then demanded $2,000. I'm like, oh man. Well, I was like, well, that's a lot cheaper than Candace Owens. But I wish I was kidding. I wish any of this was kind of like it was made up. But we do see as of noon today, noon 3 days ago, actually. So this was a while ago. Let's see. But it says, long story short, incoming possible debate with a true Orthodox priest still in the works. God willing, we can have a fruitful debate. And then someone wrote, why? And then someone wrote, no one else would do it, huh? But in any case, I think it's going to be it'll be a good debate. And, he stopped following me back. Now I'm a little hurt. Okay, but I'm sure it's still going on, though. Let's see here. Very strange behavior. Very strange behavior, Miser one says. Just as strange when he totally changed on you, for real. Well, at least for me, he was just like, get him off my stage. Never let them on again. I don't know. But I mean, come on. Who starts tooting lowrider? Like, that's what kind of infantile kind of. I just have no words when I saw that. And it's not because, I'm Hispanic, because I'm not Mexican. Those were clearly Mexican references. But I was like, why are you acting like you're like an old man? He's like 2 years younger than I am. And he's acting like a 12-year-old in a schoolyard. Like that was just awful. Nicholas Thompson says, whoa, Jay Dyer is just being really racist. Yeah, I mean, and in an infantile way. It was really awful. Gabriel Michael 43 says, I saw this, cannot comprehend. Jay has gone off the deep end, but recall he sees himself primarily as a comedian. He's not funny. Okay, fair enough. Maybe he just thought all those jokes were landing. I mean, I don't even get the tortas one. Like, oh boy, we need more sandwiches here. Like, who doesn't need, like, what's wrong with sandwiches? I don't understand. Archbishop Reneo says, good evening, Father. Good evening. Thank you. Speaking of which, that's some other sad news. Nicholas Thompson says, my girlfriend and I are Hispanic. I honestly feel offended. You have a right to feel that way. I mean, if you're going to be that stupidly racist, at least be funny. Let's face it. I think like Hispanics can take racist jokes when they're funny, but that wasn't funny. That was sad. Ryan Maya says, why do Athenites always go behind the bishop's back and rebaptize in secret? Did you hear this happen in a lot of World Orthodox churches? Mostly that happens on Mount Athos, and that's because technically they're not under any of these bishops' jurisdiction. So they are allowed to act according to what the Oros of 1755 says. Unfortunately, that's something that the Patriarchate of Constantinople has been pushing hard to get them to stop. And it has not worked well, but it's a really weird situation all around. If they had a consistent policy on proper trifold immersion, this wouldn't be happening. But they accepted a standard that was considerably lower. They took the standard that was applied to the Latins in the 1600s and then just applied it broadly, even though baptism has changed massively, which is why the Church abroad became more cautious in 1971 or 73. Let's see. Nicholas Thompson says, oh, yeah, stereotypical jokes would be funny. I don't mind them, but he did it out of, like, straight-up hatred. He did it out of straight-up anger and rage. Like, he got caught. He lost. He literally basically he cursed St. Leo, and then he realized what an idiot he looked like, and so he started to switch it up. Okay, well, let me get racist. With some of the stupidest jokes ever. I mean, basically, that was just bad. That was just so bad. Bob says 200K followers that clap at like seals at everything you do is a heck of a drug. Valid. Yeah, Jeff Dutcher says, even if it being coarse jesting, it's inappropriate. Yeah, and it really was. I have no words for it. I mean, I've often on this channel said that Jay Dyer is kind of an embarrassment to Orthodox apologetics, but I've never seen it in so clear a visual. So, that's where we are. So yeah, 2 debates coming up, God willing. And so that'll be against Sway, the guy who bested Jay Dyer, which means that we'll have one kind of what's the word? One forfeit, and then if I do well against Sway, I'll consider that a second win against Jay Dyer. And I didn't even have to charge $2,000. I mean, I don't know. I mean, maybe after I win this, I can start saying that that's a valid thing. But yeah, I don't think so. Anyway, let me see here. As I mentioned, it is the 11th Sunday after Pentecost. And, the gospel today was about the ungrateful servant. So basically, it's a king has a servant who owes him 100,000 talents, and then there are 10,000 talents, and then basically the guy, begs for forgiveness because he doesn't want to be sold off and into slavery with his family. And the king feels so bad he forgives him. And then that same servant goes and sees another servant who owes him like 100 denarii, and he's just like, you're going to jail. You owe me money. And so the king realizes, he hears from other servants what evil thing this guy did and throws him in jail as he should have been. Let's see here. The Powder Dusty says Jay is insufferable. Yeah, I think that's just a general all-around feeling. And I mean, outside of, his fans and his friends, he is. And I guess that's just unfortunate. But in any case, so once again, it is a live Q&A. So if you want to jump on stream to ask a question, make a comment, or, issue a challenge, you just click the link in the top of the chat. It's in the top of the YouTube chat or in the pin section of the YouTube chat. And it should be on X chat, and it should be in the Facebook chat. So anyone can come on to issue a challenge, ask a question, ask for, I'm terrible at advice. Don't ask me. I mean, you can, but it's just going to be like the worst advice you ever got. And, etc. Just click the link. And let's see here. Monteshka Irene says it's the 10th Sunday after Trinity Sunday today. That is correct. Now, that's in the Western Rite. Trinity Sunday following the week after Pentecost. So they number the Sundays after Trinity in the Western Rite, and they number them after Pentecost in the Eastern Rite. That's why it's our 11th Sunday after Pentecost, because the calendars match. So thank you for that. I put that up for you, but that's okay, because Monteshka Irene is always helping the channel, so we're always grateful. Let's take a look here. And why isn't that bad? Now it disappeared. All right. Let's see. Ryan Maya says, I got to see the Cedar Rapids, Iowa church. Have you been there? It's beautiful. If I'm being honest, I don't think I've ever been in Iowa. It is one of the 23 states I haven't been, including California. Like if you count the West Coast mostly, all the way to the Midwest, that's where all the blind spots are for my geographical knowledge. Nicholas Thompson says, Father, what vegan food is good? Ooh, don't get me started. What I found is once you get good at using the raw ingredients, you can make some pretty amazing stuff. Like one thing that I have been craving since the last fast was something that I made by using extra firm and then firm tofu. You take both of these, but here's what you do. On the firm tofu, because that's a slightly softer one, you want to chop that up. You want to add a little bit, and you want to chop it up both ways, so it's little cubes. And so you take that and you put a little bit of azafran, or a little bit of turmeric, saffron in English, and you stir it up. And then basically, once you've taken that, you dump that with completely cubed, bigger cubes, slightly bigger cubes of the extra firm. Then you take that and you stir it, and then you add vegan mayo, and right on top you add a little bit of kalanomic, which is known as black salt. Makes a perfect tasting vegan egg salad. You can eat it with bread. You can eat it by itself. It doesn't even matter. Let's see here. Powder Dusty asks, why are you vegan? I'm not vegan. I'm fasting. And so we don't eat meat until the 28th Gregorian, and generally don't eat much fish either. So it's just the fasting rules of the church. Orthodox fast, and mostly it's like a crustaceo vegan diet with some fish exceptions for about half the year. So that is that's kind of the place where it goes. Let's see. And Powder Dusty says no vegan food is good. Processed pesticide. Well, no, you can go straight to vegetables and do all sorts of interesting things. You can grind chickpeas up and turn them into hummus. You can turn them into falafels. You can do there's things you can do. So yeah, we've been doing this for like 2,000 years, man. So we have the recipes. Harry Saint says, what do you think about the Latin Rite? If you're talking about the Roman Catholic Latin Rite, I think it has been, what's the word I'm looking for? Beaten beyond recognition, even the Tridentine. So, yeah. Let's see. Ryan Maya says, if all the world Orthodox were to repent, could you technically, according to economia, rechristmate them, or would you have to even reordain them? No, there's forms of economia for mass receptions. That's what happened with the Holy Father Alexis Toth and others as well. Because sometimes a lot of people have been forcibly converted to false orthodoxy, or the Unia, for example, against their will. And so they didn't even know that they had left the church. And so in many cases, they were able to correct that quite easily. Let's see here. Nicholas Thompson says, I'm not a vegan. I'm just asking in case another fast happens. I'm close to becoming a catechumen. Remember, you're not obligated to the fast till you're Orthodox. Your priest may suggest you follow along until you're baptized, and that's always a good thing. Nicholas Thompson says, I go to GOC Clinical. So yeah, follow your priest's advice on it, but don't worry. We've been making fasting foods for, once again, thousands of years. So you'd be surprised at the number of recipes we have that don't involve tofu. Gabriel Michael says, today wine and olive oil were permitted. That is correct because it is a weekend. They're almost always permitted. My Powder Dusty says half the year. That's quite a bit longer than the Catholics, right? Oh yeah, we're way longer. Amanda says tofu egg salad is pretty good. It is. Nicholas Thompson says nice. Yeah, there's a lot. If you look up Orthodox fasting cookbooks on Amazon, you'll find quite a few, and there's a lot of good stuff in there. So, in any case, but this is also, even though it's one of the stricter fasts of the year, it's also one of the shortest because it's only 14 days long, and we are now in day 2, so it's 12 days to go. So, we're looking at that. Let's see here. And so, what else is going on? So, we have the 2 debates, one with Sway and one with Kelly Powers. God willing, I'll be able to talk more about those next week. And again, just a reminder for everybody, this is a live Q&A stream. If you want to jump on the stream to ask a question, make a comment, issue a challenge, tell me I'm an idiot, just click the link. If you tell me I'm an idiot, though, you'll already be on thin ice. But not because of ego, but because if you start with you're an idiot, and that's usually the beginning of an escalation where then it becomes verbally violent, and I have to be like, okay, this show's okay for families, and then they're like, it's like, bye. That doesn't happen often. Like, it almost never happens. But, let's see here. What do we got? Miser One says, ignorance is when you do not know something. Stupidity is when you know you're doing something wrong. Father, when you debate World Orthodox folks, defending true Orthodox, is it 50% ignorance and 50% stupidity versus you? Whoa, I'm going to be honest. There's something we're not considering, and that's dishonesty or mendacity. I have so few debates with World Orthodox folks because they prefer to talk behind my back. But when they don't and they talk to me directly, I find that it is usually about 40% ignorance, 10% stupidity, and then 50% mendacity or dishonesty. Because they will maliciously lie to make their point in a public forum if they lose on facts. Let me see here. Ortho Adjust says potato piroshki is always chef's kiss or okay symbol, or I don't know. Maybe, I guess it means in some contexts something about the Jews. Anyway, let's see. The Powder Dusty. Wow, Powder Dusty really wants to be. You see, we had a debate on the existence of God, and now he wants to, hang out in the chat. Well, you're welcome. We're so glad that you're getting closer to Jesus, and it's going to be great. And he said, a vigilante ortho priest sounds like an amazing comic book character. We need more violence out of you, Father. I don't know. And that's canonically forbidden. Gabriel Michael says, I follow the Eastern Orthodox bill of fare. Much cabbage, bing. Lentils, bing. Legumes, bing. Chickpeas, greens. Yes. He's got the basics down, because once you have the cabbage, the lentils, the legumes, and the chickpeas, you put those together. First off, you're going to get your proteins. You're going to get whatever the cabbage provides. It gets fiber, and it tastes really good when you kind of, soften it up. And lentils, of course, almost a nutritionally complete protein. And then adding like nutritional yeast will fix that with the B12. And it also tastes like they say it tastes like cheese. I think it tastes more like salty peanut butter. But let's see. Powder Dusty says, you probably know what borscht is. Yeah, borscht is that type of car. Now, I'm kidding. No, it's borscht. It's a T at the end. And yeah, it's a red beet soup. It's fantastic. Much better when you're not fasting, because you can throw lots of sour cream on it. But if you have that vegan yogurt, yeah, basically works the same. Or the vegan mayo, same thing. It's just creamy stuff you throw in. Ortho just says, yes. Debt to Compromise says, light red kidney beans for the win. Yes, absolutely. Powder Dusty says, the red Russian soup. Yes, it's made of beets. That's how it turns red. NC Mountain Joshua says, Father Chad had a good post on Substack about fasting. I think didn't he just mention it? Did I miss it? Says, see my latest article on rescuing Orthodox fasting from processed foods at Patristic Orthodoxy Substack. Let's put that up. If you haven't joined Patristic Orthodoxy yet, either on YouTube or on Substack, you're missing out. So make sure to do that. Did I miss any other ones? Now I'm wondering, because now I'm concerned. Or it just says potato piroshki is always, well, I covered that. Yeah. Amanda says nutritional yeast flakes are delicious on popcorn. I've heard this. I see it on many vegan channels, but I'm going to be honest with you. Popcorn and nutritional yeast are rarely in my cupboard at the same time. So, Patristic Orthodoxy says, thanks, Father Joseph. No problem. You do the good stuff, so I have to promote. Harry Saint says, when was World Orthodoxy considered graceless? Was it over time or a single event? It was definitely over time. It was definitely over time, because each local church departed in different times. And, some kept the faith going well into the 1950s and 60s. I mean, even people felt like even what became the OCA still had a chance all the way till 1970, when they capitulated to Moscow, and then 13 years later, in 1983, switched to the new calendar. So let's see here. So yeah, it's definitely over time, because it didn't really become World Orthodoxy until the division had become worldwide. Powder Dusty says yeast flakes. No, nutritional yeast flakes. They're not the same. Okay. All right. So let's take a look here. Once again, it's time for me to go through all of the things. Once again, if you want to jump on stream to ask a question or make a comment, just click the link. Cafe time. If you're trying to get registered at a Frosenos Cafe, just try it. Sometimes there's been some downtime. I'm trying to figure out what's wrong, but we're working on it. Help keep the lights on. Support us by subscribing or donating at NFTU.net with various options like PayPal, Cash App, BTC, LTC, or XMR, or on Give, Send, Go. Just look in the description. And currently, we are at $40 of a $400 goal, so there's $360 left. If we get to $300 by 11:45, by 11:15, then we will continue till 11:45. And if we get to the total, we will continue all the way till 12:15. So that's how it's going to go. All right. Hopefully, it keeps on going. Yeah, Patristic Orthodoxy says nutritional yeast, aka Nooch. I hate that name. Ugh. It's like calling the wheat meat Satan. Like, they get too into it. Like, Nooch sounds like something that punches you in the face. And, Satan, obvious. Let's see. That the Compromise says currently eating Turkish delights. Isn't that the thing that the kids got trapped with in like the Harry Potter or the C.S. Lewis thing? I don't know, but I don't know what those are. If I remember, they're kind of like caramels, aren't they? Let's see. Harry Saint 6614 says, "What are some arguments against Calciu EOC post?" I do not know which post you're talking about. Calciu sometimes even comes on this show to harass us, so I have no idea what you're talking about there. If you can give me a better description, I will search for it. Harry Saint says, kind of discourages me from true orthodoxy. Well, our job as true Orthodox is to preserve the faith once delivered to the saints. In other words, if we fail, that is to be expected. But if we fail and then we justify it, then there's nothing we can. Our witness is worthless. So one thing to understand is that we're not perfect, and so I don't know what Kelsey said that discourages you, but I don't think it should. I think take a moment, talk to the priest about it if you're near a priest, to understand that in the end, all of us are human. And when we point to the world Orthodox, it's not to point that we're better than them. It's to point out that we're preserving the faith, whereas they're not. It's never about emotional state or being. It's about orthodoxy and preserving orthodoxy. Remnant Rue says, Narnia. Yeah. Powder Dusty. Okay, that was gross. I'm not reading that. I'm too immature for vegan food. I'm starting to agree. You can handle the Impossible Burger. They make it at Burger King, so it's safe. You can unwrap it like everything else there. And he basically scandal post TO tries to show hypocrisy from Troy that outside. Is this on his channel? Should I search this on YouTube and we'll go through them one by one? I mean, I rarely find anything impressive from these guys. Patricia Orthodoxy says, Harry Saint, concentrate on whether a bishop and a synod teach orthodoxy without corruption. That's right, the faith without corruption. Okay, the Powder Dusty gave $5. Thank you for that, helping keep the lights on. To say, read it. Oh no, we don't work like that here. If I find something gross, paying me isn't going to make me read it. I'm just going to be like, thank you. I don't work like your average begging YouTuber. I am a begging YouTuber. I'm also a priest, but I'm a begging YouTuber. And the point is, when I beg, it's for serious reasons. For example, I explain I'm not feeling well. My dog really needs to go to the vet. Like I'm not, but people are like, unless I want to do it, and I don't want to do that one because I'm not going to delete it, but because it makes no sense. But you made something very innocent sound very vulgar. Oh, it didn't sound that innocent. It sounded violent. Now it sounds perverted. All right, it's on his channel. Harry Saint says, Patricia says, thank you. All right, so thanks again to the Powder Dusty for $5. We're going to, I guess we'll make you PD, and we will put you in the super chats. And so, and we put $5. So now we are at $40. We're down to $3.55 again. If we can get this thing down to 100, we will stay for another half hour. If we get it down to 0, we will stay for an extra hour. So here we go. Let's put that up. Let's see what we got. Let me see here. Lol and thank you, Father. Okay, we'll do that in a second. PD here says, I just had to try tempting you, or I would be remiss. Ah, yes. Well, we all learn in different ways. Thank you for the $5. I'm just in a state of spiritual limbo. I don't want to make the wrong choices. I understand. Let's see. At NFTU V says Adrian Wyatt, and at I don't quite understand it. Just feel free to elaborate. Nicholas Thompson said, I have a question. I believe Rokor came from the Russian Orthodox fleeing from the communist state. That's true. But when did GOC went into communism with Rokor, and why are they longer in communion with Rokor? Well, Rokor joined I should say about 3/4 of Rokor joined the Moscow Patriarchate in 2007. The other 1/4 had left either in 2001 with the departure of the Free Russian Church, or in 2007 when they united with the Moscow Patriarchate. So the GOC was in communion with ROCOR before that, and then they were entered into communion with the ROCOR A when they entered into communion with the Synod and Resistance, and the Synod and Resistance kind of dissolved into the GOC, and then they inherited the communion with the ROCOR under Metropolitan Congo. Because of UCONS 362, there doesn't need to be an overarching body, although there ideally should be a higher church administration, but it seems like there's more like 4 of them now. It's a little more complicated, but the basic answer is because 3/4 of ROCOR went under Moscow directly. And by doing that, they were going under the very surgeonists they claimed that they weren't in communion with. So pretty sad. All right, let's look up the CalCU, and then we will get to next topics as soon as we find something that makes this. Okay, so here we are. Okay, he's got 95 subscribers. Okay, let's see here. GOCK in Indonesia tribute to Pope Francis. Okay, so he said, rest in peace. I'm going to assume that there are a good number of Roman Catholics in Indonesia, and I mean, it's not formally anything. So okay, let's try this again. GOCK St. Lucaria loves Surgeonist MP and World Orthodox that follow old calendar. Well, considering that St. Lucaria spent most of his adult life in a forest, it's not like he had a lot of time to investigate these things. He was right about the Patriarchate of Jerusalem, the Mount Athos, and Mount Sinai, and even Serbia, depending on when he said this. So, Serbia, was, Orthodox till very late in the game, and now they have the true Orthodox in Serbia, so on and so forth. So, okay, not really. This isn't much either. Let's see. Okay, this one says a misspelling of my name. So, a recent pilgrim to a church under autonomous Orthodox metropolia. Let me share this so you guys can see. Calcio is World Orthodox, and he hates us, and he's actually attacking me right now. So I'm very interested in this. Says, that's Romagata. Father bless, considering all the things, what is an Orthodox reason that a W Gorge is giving Beacon of Light award to Zelensky? What part is the Beacon of Light, or has he any Christian Orthodox values to? Well, no, it's because the OCA was created by the Patriarchate of Constantinople, and Gorge is basically the largest representative body that is loyal to Constantinople. Debt to Compromise says Calciu, Tuver, and Webster twist the facts most of the time. Always asks other true Orthodox. Patristic Orthodox, he says GOC isn't our ROCOR. They're a caboose on the Greek Church, but the historic mission in North America belongs to Russia. They thrive on deception, says Debt to Compromise. Vermagun says Calciu T.O. Worldo. He is Worldo, and he hates my guts. Amanda with $9.99. Thank you so much, Father bless. May God bless you in the name of the Father, and the Holy Spirit. And that brings our total up again. So we are going to put, let's see here, that is AL, and we're going to put $10. And so we are moving along. We are at 55, and we are now down to 345. So thank you so much. And so we're moving along. It's pretty good. So we've been on about I want to say 45 minutes. Okay, so let's get back to this claim here. This is recent pilgrim to a church under ALM, Sweden's church. He spelled my name wrong. Everyone does. In New York, Holy Transfiguration, Western. Mentioned the fact that they have feds in their clergy. I'm going to assume here. Is that what I think? Is that what I think it is? Father John Nelson. Father John Nelson, first off, he was a deacon in our synod, and he reposed in 2016. He was a good man, and he was kind of hippie. I mean, he was not exactly the most conservative member of our group. I've never heard that he was an FBI agent. I mean, one can be a former FBI agent, so long as there's no canonical issues. So I don't see, I don't see what the issue is. Almost every jurisdiction has people who, at one point or another, work for the government. That shouldn't be a big deal. Now, to automatically say that, I mean, Father John had been a monk and had been a Mary deacon before that for the better part of 30 years. I want to say maybe 25 years. And he was a good man. I would say in some ways he had an air of sanctity to him. I think you're kind of a rotten person, Calciu, but I don't think that you've proven anything. Let me see. Gabriel Michael says, Father Joseph, did you hear about that $1,500 a plate dinner at the new Greek so-called now tourist trap in WCZ in support of Vladimir Zelensky and Spurious Church of Ukraine, hosted by Elpidopoulos? I assume that's the thing where they're going to give him an award. But $1,500 a plate? What are they making for $1,500 a plate? I am so curious. The one thing I'd want to see is the menu. Oh, welcome, Reader John.
Father bless.
May God bless you in the name of the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. This is crazy. $1,500 a plate. Oh, Romagata says, yes, it's $1,500 to be, quote, in the room with such a beacon of light. That seems like such a waste of money. Oh, gosh. I can't imagine it. Like, I can't imagine two people I would want to spend less time with than, than Elpidopoulos and Vladimir Zelensky. I can just imagine that, there's he's got a coterie of people following him around and being like, oh, Despota, you're the greatest, because they want something from him. And he's like, I know I am. And then Zelensky's like, we killed many Russians. Yes. And it would just be retarded like that. I think it would just be sad. But let me see here. Deck to Compromise says, in Eastern North America, Western Christians have made some level of contact centuries before Russia made it to Alaska. Both important, though. Yeah, so they're talking about the Norse explorers and the Celtic explorers. Deck to Compromise says, Calciu is sad. He really is.
No, he's not sad. He's Mr. Grinch.
This is pathetic.
You're a mean
let's
one,
keep going.
Mr. Calciu.
Oh, brother. Glycaria was a KGB agent. The Soviets would send monks to Moldova to spread Glycaria and fluoride propaganda. Meanwhile, the Soviets themselves would actually put up advertisements talking about how he was a mad monk and so on and so forth. Pick a lane, guys. Was he a KGB agent, or did the KGB openly hate him? If you can't decide, maybe you're lying at some level to another. Let's see if we can find some more.
Wow.
What the heck is this? Let's see. The free Serbs, he calls them ecumenists. Yeah, those aren't the same free Serbs as today. That was a different group. That's the one that took in logical. Kowski says, least unhinged Florinite apartment monk. I'm not sure if he is still a monk, but he's still in good standing, and I don't see. Oh, okay. This is one of these guys. This is a problem with everyone. Everyone wants to fight. I think it's silly. But I'd say that Unseen Warfare does a lot of great work, and they really try to push his buttons. So, GOCK Bishop promotes diversity at his seminary. What? Come on. What did they say? Okay, they didn't say anything particularly. There's nothing here. Irrespective of sex, race, color, ethnicity, national origin, age, height, weight, disability, marital status, pregnancy, socioeconomic status, or veteran status. You know what they left out? They left out the LGBTQ thing that you're kind of implying here, Calciu. Yeah, they didn't say anything about orientation. Why are you saying this guy's a liar? He's really, really sad.
Well, sometimes it's pathological, Father.
Yeah, let me see here. GOC. Once again, Okay, so it's another one of these if-card dinners, but here's the problem with this. Those are sometimes state events, and the Moscow Patriarchate goes to all of them, like for every freaking day of Ramadan. One of his Q&A videos, Metropolitan Demetrius. You know what? I'm done. I'm sorry. Like, if I'm gonna just say this, frankly, Harry, if you're honestly, if this is offending you, I highly recommend you're gonna have to get some more intestinal fortitude, because there's no place that's gonna be perfect, and there's no place where you won't be attacked.
Well,
so I hope that helps.
I'm just saying, if you're being persuaded by any of that, you need to do a deeper dive into orthodoxy.
Absolutely. I still can't wrap my head with all the murder, kidnapping, trafficking, money laundering, and prosperity theft, fraud. Jews should get awards, says Roma. Yeah, I think it was. They said this month. They said 43,000 Russians were killed. That's like 1,300 a day. That's awful. If first off, the Ministry of Defense for Ukraine is known for lying, but if they're telling the truth, that's still evil. Like, I'm not sure. Well, I mean, obviously, killing is worse, but lying about killing and
both sides in a war have propaganda too. Let's not forget that.
Okay, welcome, Father Boniface.
Benedicite.
Benedicite. All right, Adrian Wyatt says, Higher Martyr Mark of Sevilla pointed out the church's spiritual organism is without spot or wrinkle, but as an earthly organization, that's another matter, as quoted by Vladimir Moss. Very true.
Cut out the cancer.
McLovin eating a banana. He was replying to random comments of mine from months ago. Bro has nothing but time. Yeah. Or the Dust says, the frogs are gay. The frogs are gay, soon to be calcium. Or the Dust says, he's disrespectful. Harry says, thank you so much, Father. This means a lot. No problem. Ramagata says, no Christian values. It's abhorrent and shocking for me Zelensky's award to be given by Goarch, and none of the hierarchs say something. It's humans first, Ukrainians, Russians dead. Yeah, unfortunately, that's not how they think. They're politicians.
Wow.
To them, this translates as some recognition of earthly power.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Yeah, so this is a reused McDonald's cup. I haven't gone to McDonald's in a while. Let's take a look here.
No judgment.
Yeah. Well, let's see here. So, once again, as always, I like to remind everyone to help keep the lights on. Support us by subscribing or donating at NFTU.net with various options like PayPal, Cash App, BTC, LTC, or XMR, or on Give, Send, Go. Just look in the description. Our goal tonight is $400. We're currently at $345. We've made $55 so far. If we can get to 300 and bring that goal down to 100, then God willing, we can continue for an extra half hour. And if we reach the goal, we'll continue for another hour. Cafe time, if you're trying to get registered at fresnoscafe.com, just try it. And again, it's a live Q&A, so if you want to jump on the stream to ask a question or make a comment, just click the link in the top of the chat. So that's what I'm saying right now. We got some new comments. Let's see. Important to say is true Orthodoxy is the one true faith, to avoid confusion with World Orthodoxy. That's why I will use World Orthodoxy for practical convenience, but what I really mean is the ecumenists. And Ramagata says, but is it a Jew leader, Zelensky against Jew leader Putin to murder Christians? That's the dangerous question. That's the dangerous question, isn't it? What if it looks like a war, but it's just a coordinated effort? Ramagata says, sorry, I'm just trying to understand the Zelensky award thing. Yeah, I think basically it's these are kind of ways of these groups trying to establish themselves as U.S. government vassals. However, it never works completely. So, as Athenagoras discovered with the Turkish massacre. So that's, unfortunately, that's the price of cravenness. Okay, so just to recap, again, I am doing 2 debates next month so far. Hopefully we'll do one sooner than this. I have been feeling pretty sick for, since this morning, God willing. It's nothing serious, and I will try to get a confession tonight. So say a prayer for me, because intent does count too. Again, most of this collection is focused around my dog, which I should say my wife's dog. And the dog really needs to see a vet, and most likely needs to be put to sleep, not sleep, but put
under
under
for its procedure.
put under for an emergency shaving and possibly other things, considering that she's got this weird condition that she's yelping nonstop. So, God willing, we can complete that. As it stands, the current banner for that is right here, 55. We've got a goal of 345 to go, and a lot of people come in to help. Thank you so much for those who have. I really appreciate it. Adrian Wyatt says, sounds like Dyer is in dire straits, not spiritually, but financially. Well, he's mentally in dire straits at this point.
All the above.
I couldn't believe what I saw. That was horrifying.
Yeah, I caught that earlier. That was insanity.
It absolutely was insanity.
He can't even sing good.
Let me see here. I do want to touch on this. Let me see here. One of our bishops in the TOC of Moscow, actually the oldest of bishops, give me just a moment. Let me see if I can pull it up. He was one of the earlier bishops of this particular synod. I think it was the oldest one. So the oldest bishop of the True Orthodox Church, Metropolitan Stefan Lenitsky, passed away to the Lord. So I will share that. I can share my screen. So this is from our synod under Metropolitan Seraphim, which is in communion with my own synod. He passed on August 14th at the age of 93 after a long and serious illness.
Wow.
Okay, wow. So he lived a very long time, and he was a bishop for a very long time, but they don't have the specifics. He passed on. Memory eternal, Mishnaya Panyat. So that was some news I just got recently from his Grace Bishop Enoch. So we always have to pray for those who passed on. We're seeing many different people around the world, and many of importance in the True Orthodox struggle, passing on. This is part of existence, and so we have to, preserve what we can, and hope we can hold on to it as well as they do.
Can you only imagine what he's seen over his lifetime, though?
Yeah. Father Panagiotis Karas of St. Nectarios books and publications, and very well known, formerly of Hakna, and I think he went with the GOC as well. He just passed away. Memory eternal to him. He passed on, I think it was like last Thursday or something.
Oh, wow.
That was a shock. Yeah, it was a shock to me. And so you just, you never know. But he was also, I think he was like 89 or something. So, they're having very long lives, and so God willing, they receive rest and reward. That's all we can do.
Amen.
But let's see here. All right. So once again, just to remind everyone, this is a live Q&A show. So if you want to jump on screen to ask a question or make a comment, just click the link. I don't know why I said it like that.
Or pick a fight.
Yeah, pick a fight. Why not? Nicholas Thompson says, Father Boniface, hello, how are you? It's me, Nicholas, the one that emailed you.
Good to hear from you, Nicholas. I'm just trying to keep up with everything. So anyway, keep in touch. Send me another email. Get on top of my list. So anyway.
And Carrie Barthel, 7574, says, my husband and I are going to be baptized and remarried in Cedar Rapids, Iowa on Saturday. Glory to God for all things. Many years. Hold on. We got to do
that is a beautiful parish, by the way.
Yeah, I heard. Someone else was commenting on Cedar Rapids. They said, oh my gosh, it was so beautiful. I felt bad because I've never been to Iowa. I think I might have drove through part of it.
I have a sister that lives near Cedar Rapids.
Oh, okay.
And I go to the University of Iowa out there in Iowa City.
All right, stop right there. Don't make this about you. This is about the happy couple getting married.
Oh, I know that.
All right. Congratulations. Glory to God.
Many years.
Sorry. Tell me more about this state here.
Do what?
Tell me more about this Iowa place.
Yeah, it's kind of like, like it's kind of snuck in there, but once you walk in, you're like, whoa, this is a serious deal. So,
Romagata says memory eternal for Father Panagotti. Yep.
yeah.
There you go. And I guess Father Boniface went to go get water. But yeah, congratulations. I'm so glad to hear that.
Oh.
And that's awesome.
I'm at my computer. I'm here.
Oh, okay.
I'm here.
All right. So we'll just pretend the lamp is Father Boniface because he can still talk. All right. This looks good.
I'll put up the icon.
Hello, lamp Father Boniface.
Look. Hello, I'm back. But I'll put up here.
If the lamp starts
let me
talking,
look at
then we start
Nicholas's.
All right, Orthodox just says St. John the Baptist Orthodox Church. Very interesting. I appreciate the Vespers videos you do, Father Boniface. Very good. Like I said, the church I go to is far, so I appreciate the videos. Glory to God. Now, I have to know, hold on, St. John the Baptist, Cedar Rapids, Iowa. I have to know, so at this point.
Yeah.
Hold on. And I'm going to put it up so everyone can know what I'm talking about. It's GOC, Cedar Rapids. Why I'm making a song. Okay, anyway. Okay, there's two. So I'm assuming one of them is the True Orthodox one and one of them is the Ecumenist one. Let me see. So I think I'm going to guess the top one. It looks like the top one's the True Orthodox one. At least I hope so. Our faith, Orthodoxy. Okay, well, this looks like it might actually be OCA. Yeah. Okay, so I don't know. Excuse me. Where is the? Is it part of Hopta?
I thought it was GOC.
Yeah, the legal thing is Hopta. Yeah, St. John the Baptist Church. No. Why is there a star next to it? Okay, what does that mean? Hold on, let me try to figure this one out. People are so confusing.
Yeah, if you guys have a website, that would be helpful.
Uh-huh. Hold on. Okay, so this is it. Let's see. Whoa. Really? Whoa. Hold on, I gotta share this. Alright, this is just a street view. Alright, hold on. Okay, this isn't going to show you the inside, but let me just go to the church picture. Alright, let me share this. I wish I could make this a little bigger. This is huge and beautiful. Look at this. Look at that. That's crazy. There's more. That is, first off, it's like, floor to ceiling. Okay, beautiful outdoors, nice rainbow. I don't think they painted that though. That's really that's not their job. But now the colors are vibrant. The iconography is really beautiful. Very nice traditional structure. Really stunning. So yeah, wow.
You got a winner out there in the middle of Iowa.
Nicholas Thompson 83 says, "What's a good monastery to visit? I'm located in Southern California. I don't even touch that stuff because I don't know that many monks. I'm sure that there may be monastics in California. I assume Etna would be there, but I don't know of any monasteries personally."
I'll reach out to your priest or your bishop.
Yep. And then Romagata says, "Carrie, many years and consider the Orthodox wedding the wedding because you were never married before unless Orthodox Church. It's being married with Christ all three. Very beautiful. Wonderful. Very beautiful. Okay, we're all think we've all established this is a really beautiful church in Iowa. So, if you ever need a reason to go to Iowa, I guess you got one. No offense to those people in Iowa.
Let me say, Nicholas, I read your email. I didn't. He gave quite a bit of controversy on Old Testament archaeology and how people were accusing Israel of God being having a wife and stuff like that. It was kind of interesting.
Oh, I've read that book actually.
Take care of Barthel says we travel 7.5 hours to get there too. It's hard. It's hard in some parts of the country. God willing, in 20 years it's going to be a lot better, unless the apocalypse comes. But Lord willing. So I hope.
I tell Nicholas to join the chat here and talk to Reader John. Maybe you could get some insight there. Anyway,
Okay.
Go ahead, Father.
Oh no, I had nothing. I was just going. Wait, hold on.
Or Father Joseph.
Okay, thank you. Let me see if they said anything. Or if I go with an abbreviation.
Anonymous or not anonymous.
Yeah, it's never fully anonymous, because I will say, thank you to CM, and I realize that that's still on, but at least I think the person giving it will know that I'm acknowledging, definitely.
Thank you so much.
Fox's, have you read this? I don't know where you're referring that to, CM. Unfortunately, what I would like to know, which priest this is that you want to talk about. I will gladly go over his things. And so, let's see here. So if you want to give a little more detail, CM, and I will do that. So give me one moment. That was another $10 through PayPal. And so that brings us up to $65. So not bad. We're not doing bad at all. We're getting into the second hour pretty soon.
That's not bad at all.
No, I'd say once we get to the second hour, then we'll cross that bridge when we get there.
Yeah.
But anyway,
for some reason, your subscribers like to do like cliffhangers at the end there. For some reason.
Yeah, either or they don't. They either show up or they don't. And when they do, it's usually they want me to last longer. But it's a pretty quiet day. Oh, Link is the Trinitarian champion. Okay, I know him. That's he was with originally he was with Gregory of Colorado.
That's
yeah, and we had to deal with that, and I think he kind of realized that wasn't working out for him. I'm not going to go into all the personal life stuff because sometimes they give that to me in confidence, even though technically things that aren't in confession aren't in confidence. But I like to think that I can be considered a trustworthy guy, so I don't get into that. But things happened, and he realized he didn't want to be there anymore, and he ended up trying to find, because Gregory sets an impossible standard, basically that everyone else isn't Orthodox and that only he is. And so once you've been trained in that thinking, you end up continuing to chase down whoever might be more right. And he ended up getting in touch with the old calendar journalism kid, who's not even, I don't think, baptized yet.
Oh, no.
And he figured that was the truest of the true. And so, whatever group that was. And they were like a 3 times derived Matthewite breakoff. So let's see here. How do I pray as an Orthodox? And then Nicholas Thompson said, "Oh my gosh, remember the robot video being played that sounded like Gregory of Colorado?" Vaguely, but I don't.
Tiger thing or whatever.
Yeah,
I've got to find.
Yeah,
I don't remember.
That's hilarious.
Has there been
that
another
wasn't that
video?
long ago.
Harry Saint asks, how do I properly use icons? Properly, when you have an icon, what you want to do is you want to display it prominently. The traditional way to venerate it is you make 2 signs of the cross. It's 3 total, but you make 2 signs of the cross, you venerate the icon, and then you do the 3rd one. And then basically, you kiss appropriately, either the face, the shoulder, the foot. I know that sounds silly that I'm saying that, but there are people who sometimes do it wrong, and do weird things. I'm sure I mentioned the story that I once saw where an older lady, and this was visiting an Antiochian church many years ago, and it was the feast of St. George, and she was kissing the dragon, and so she got corrected by a parishioner. He's like, "You're not supposed to kiss the dragon." That was pretty funny. But let's see here. CM, if you want, it's not him I want to comment on. It's what he posted. OCA points. Really? Okay. All right. Well, we're at, that's what we do here, CM.
Okay.
You give us some kind donos, and we will go find this guy and what he's saying. Let's go find it. Hold on. So I guess we have
Thomas. If he's Thomas Oppico, stay away from him.
I feel like it's got to be someone new and stupid.
Oh yeah.
All right. So Trinitarian Champion. I assume this is in his posts. I can't help but think he looks a little like the "What is it now" guy. But anyway, but he's not like. Let me see.
What is it now?
It is Thomas Soroka. Oh my. The OCAs,
Soroka.
Yep.
That's just as bad as Hopco.
Wolf Thomas Soroka calling true Orthodox pagans and calendar worshippers and mocking them by claiming they follow a magical calendar. The OCA is total trash. As you can see, they belong to the World Council of Churches. Okay, why is he doxing him? I don't see a reason to do that. Well, it's actually just a church address, so it's not really doxing. But what did he say? Here is the cleave to antiquity clown with the 666 hand gesture.
Yuck.
Okay. Wait, isn't that the same as the other hand gesture?
Mm-hmm.
GOCK priest doing unspeakable. That we reported on this. This is from like almost a decade ago. Yeah, it caused a lot of chaos in the parish. I think that's the one in Clearwater. The father icon schismatics keep pushing the elderly man icon like drug pushers. Okay, we're done here. Yeah, we're done here. That's it. That's all. You once you say you refer to the father icon old man pushers as drug pushers, get off my channel. You're not worth it. But if Thomas Soroka wants to throw down with us, I mean, we'd be glad to have him on. He can always call in. That should be fun. And he can tell us to our face why he thinks we're pagans. Because we use a pagan calendar. Well, on that stance, you use a papal calendar. So I guess that makes you a Roman Catholic.
He's a trouble soul either way.
Yeah. All right. Slide the post, not cleave. OCA priest. Yeah, we saw him, Thomas Soroka, and he called us pagans, but he's a papist. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous individual. What if you found a video that Soroka did? We would love to review that.
He's one of those yahoos on Ancient Faith Radio, isn't he?
Recommended prayer book. Thank you, Ortho Just. I mean, I'm partial to our Western Rite prayer book, but that's only because I edited it and it's in 100% full color. But outside of that, I think that there's a number of good prayer books.
I'm a Jordanville guy. That's
Jordanville is a beautiful prayer book. That's the one I grew up on. I actually did also have the prayer book for Orthodox Christians by HTM. It's not perfect, but it's good.
Has a good small comp line service on it.
Yeah. The only major problem I have with it is that there's an issue with the Divine Liturgy.
Yeah.
Let's see. What was this? We have someone coming in the studio.
We have a live one.
So we're waiting for his devices to get. There he is. Okay. Welcome, Ignatius.
We need a sound. You need a sound effect.
Sorry, what I was asking for was to actually read his post. So if you go back to the top post, you would slide to the right.
All right.
I wasn't looking for the cleave to antiquity or even what he posted. So if you go back to that post, what I was interested in was the comments on that he actually made. So if you go back to that top post, and then if you click on it, there's a series of posts. That's what I was
I'm really
asking
I'm learning
for
new
your
things
thoughts
about
on.
the. I'm learning from new
Yeah, we're
things
old
on
timers here. You got to help us with the technology.
Yeah, so hold on.
Gotcha.
Just have some patience with me. Okay, so
Oh,
I'm back here
no
at
worries.
the.
I just
I'm
figured
here.
you didn't
Okay.
understand what I meant.
All right, so there's an arrow to the side. Oh, he made a little.
So there's a
post.
series of posts there
Oh, wow.
that had a lot of rather extreme language.
Incendiary language.
Yeah.
Yes.
You not only worship a calendar, you worship a calendar made by a pagan emperor.
So-
well, we don't worship a calendar. We use a calendar, and it was
Yeah,
the
I'll
one
go
that was
ahead and
used in the
step
time of
out,
Christ.
but just
Thank
wanted to clarify.
Yeah, this is
Thank you.
Yeah, this is ridiculous. We'll read it though. You are graceless, godless, Protestant, heretical. You worship forms, beards, and your own self-willed ego. We worship beards. Well, buddy, I mean, apparently
we grow
you must
beards.
worship. Yeah, you must. Yeah, you have a. You seem to have. You take a lot more care for your beard than I do for mine. So, you will go to hell with all those things unless you repent. So go to your pretend church with your pretend bishops and tell them to repent and return to the one holy Catholic and Apostolic Church and stop pretending. My family has been Orthodox for generations, and you probably converted last week. So go find another issue to pontificate about, because you're so lost in your own ego that when you think you're doing God's service and you're actually a pagan and Orthodox troll.
Wow.
Feel free to pretend that you have some magical calendar but contradicts the creation that God himself established. Enjoy your graceless fake church in your garage. Here we go. Another garage worship.
There we go.
Leo Orthodox, big man,
Garages, trailers, you name it.
Yep. We have all of the exterior. We have all the exterior. What do you call it? Structure.
I just imagine him standing in front of a mirror yelling at it.
Well, he's certainly not preaching this from the Amvon. So yeah, he's definitely he's gone full keyboard warrior. Big man pontificates on the internet about how orthodox he is. It's so pathetic, it's laughable. Well, certainly you're not going to win a competition against him. Yeah. The only thing being mocked here is you. Go away, pagan. Last warning. Okay. What a dork. What a dork. I'm sorry, Father Thomas. I'm trying to be as respectful as possible, but what dorky answers, dude. That was such a bad way to like address a layperson. Like even a kind of like wacky one that like you don't say that. That's so stupid. You have a pagan calendar. You think you're so cool.
It's a bro argument. Bro,
yeah,
you're
bro.
so
You suck. You
just add bro in front of all the accusations.
Bro. And this one
just do it, Father. Add bro in front of all those arguments and tell me who that reminds you of.
Some people they want to know who is this heroic priest and where is he saying all this stuff, big man, on the internet.
He's one of those AFR guys, I think.
Yeah, he is. And but apparently they know that they have a reputation for being just like sops that don't do anything. No, not just that, but also that they have like weak sops that don't do anything. So they're trying to get the one to be edgy. I mean, even this one looks like he's looking very like, I'd like another burger, please. Like it just like he just doesn't strike me as a big man, although he does have a cool neon sign.
Can you pass me the stapler, please?
Yeah, exactly. So this guy's very serious. He's very serious. But his name is we got Thomas Soroka.
I actually know him. Yeah. He's a problem.
And so, so that's his name. You can find more information at Ancient Faith Ministries, which is, I guess, where he is.
Don't do it.
Yeah, I can't understand. Nicholas Thompson says, I can't understand what's wrong with the Holy Trinity icon. I think St. Nicholas of Regina had a Holy Trinity icon, Archbishop Matthew.
Ding, 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 ding.
All of that is correct. Absolutely. There's nothing wrong with that icon. People make a big deal about the icon. are not that smart.
It's just modernists that think they know better than anybody else.
And they're like, it's not in the original Byzantine tradition. I mean, if it can go back to the 9th century, I hate to break it to you.
You're following the calendar by a pagan. Yeah, well, you're following the calendar by a heretical pope. What's the, you know?
So I think some dude was spurging at him. It doesn't matter. If you're a priest, there's got to be a point where I mean, I'm on Gab. So, you know, as soon as people start to go too far, I just block them. I mute them. I'm like, okay, bye-bye. You don't know how to talk to clergy, fine. But if you get in the dirt with them, and don't get me wrong, I am guilty of occasionally getting inside dirt. But if you get into the dirt with people, you have to expect that people will make fun of you. People make fun of me if I get into the dirt. So if you start going from hello, I'm Ancient Faith Radio to like, hey, bro, you pig, you beard worshiper, like, you know, you're just asking for people to like, you know, just mock you nonstop.
I just laugh. I just laugh at these so-called edgy
forms, beards, own self-filled ego.
I just laugh at these. I just laugh at these edgy guys. It's funny.
Yeah, it is. Literally like, what the? Mandela says, "Wow, he's a priest. Yes, he's on Ancient Faith Radio. I guess they're hiring.
He's certified.
I guess they're hiring people who get angry. You know, like they kind of like did that on MSNBC where they try to get like angrier hosts to match.
Is this a transcript of one of his things on YouTube?
That's a Facebook comment.
Oh,
and then he followed
bless his heart.
Another one.
He's still on Facebook.
Big man pontificates on the internet about how orthodox he is.
He's still on Facebook.
It's laughable. The only thing being mocked here is you. Go away, pagan.
Facebook.
Last warning.
Facebook is so 2004. Come on, guys. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so Death to Compromise says, what channel is it? It's, you know, it's the Trinitarian champion guy, but apparently, like, he got into a fight with Thomas Soroka. Quran says, LMAO, Garage Church. Romagata says, during the fast or any fast, is it normal to have baptisms and wedding? I was always taught, no, it's better to wait after fasts. It also depends on what the circumstances are, particularly travel circumstances. For example, if the only time you can get there because of your job is within a fast, usually churches will make an exception because if it's the only time you can get there, they'd rather try to help you than not.
And to be fair, in World Orthodoxy, I was in a garage church, so I mean,
Little Wing says, love Father Joseph's enunciation reading that. Well, thank you very much. I think it's perfect. I always read that way when I'm going to read something really hard.
That was almost Gregory of Colorado-ish there. Yeah. I
would have been like, I'm going to read something. I always read something in that accent when it's got to be really hard. Yeah, Ancient Faith Radio YouTube. Yeah, trying to court the Diorites. I guess so. You know, he's like, I'm a jerk too. All right, I got to stop.
He sounds like a disciple of the Diorites, actually, with all that crap he was spouting out.
Let me see here. Okay, hold on. Benedici there.
I heard that sound.
Yeah, I was excited too, but
it's a message.
Yeah, it's like, I really need to change some of these ringers, these message notifications. Real Design says Ancient Faith Radio YouTube. Trying to court the Diorites, McLovin eating a banana. Then DTC says found it. A little one with a member chat says, haha. Remnant Roots, if Soy Jack had a voice, it would sound like that guy. I'm starting to feel bad because I don't even know what he sounds like. I feel like I should look him up to hear his voice rather than just turn him into Nathan Lane.
Don't do it.
Why am I gonna be? Is it gonna be confirmed?
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh boy. If Soy Jack had a voice, it would sound like that guy, the Thomas guy. Oh boy. Oh, that's bad.
Yeah.
Oh, that's bad.
I'm just saying he's OCA. You know what they say about OCA?
Who is Soroka's superior? I'm going to assume it's Bishop Mark Maymoon, who doesn't care about anything because it's Philadelphia. But wait, he might be Eastern America. It's whoever's in charge of Philadelphia in the OCA. Brother says, I am nobody, but I don't know the circumstances. But any baptism, wedding should wait to celebrate until after the recognized fast or mission fast is like the Pascha of summer. Let me see here. Well, I don't know when. I feel kind of okay. I don't know what's going on there. I'm assuming that. Let me see here,
bro.
Yeah, I would ask the priest. I'm going to say this, Romagata. Let's defer to what the priest says. There is a possibility the priest can't do it on the feast, and he's just like, or after the feast, because he's got things to do. So it might not even be their idea. We just don't know. So no judgy. Nicholas Thompson, it's only okay to judge, Father Tom. But
Yep. Totally.
Is it okay to watch movies like Star Wars? Well, sure, if you want to be fed woke propaganda.
The old ones or the new ones?
No, the old ones are just brain candy, and then the new ones are awful. And then the ones in the middle that were supposed to be from the beginning have Jar Jar Binks. So
don't do it.
Let's see. Always the garages and the trailer camps. Always. Quran says, I'd rather go to a garage trailer park church rather than an Antichrist church that doesn't even have God, probably some demonic spirit to ruin my life. I'm good.
Exactly.
Romagata says, please just reconsider it all. It should wait. I swear I have nothing to do with it. You have to would contact everyone else. And I would leave it. If the priest says it's okay, it's okay. That's as far as I go. Let me see. The old ones, I guess, like the trilogy with Anakin Skywalker. You don't know. No, don't do it. The old ones. The first three are actually a prequel series that came out later in the late 90s.
Yeah, those are garbage.
Romagata says, forgive me and please pray for me. Good night. No, it's okay. I didn't mean to offend you. I'm just saying that we don't know. So it's better to just be happy for the person, and you can always ask the priest later. But anyway, let's see here. What else we got? So now I have to know what this guy sounds like. Hold on.
You're gonna regret it.
I'm gonna regret it. I know. I can feel it. But all right.
You were closer with Nathan Lane.
Oh, you gotta be. But that. Oh boy, here's the first one. Ancient Faith Today Live Poser Orthodox. Oh boy. Oh, we should review this anyway.
Oh no, I don't know if I can handle that voice that long.
Well, if I'll find a way to make it entertaining.
Okay.
All right. So Poser Orthodox.
Hey there, Ancient Faith Radio listen.
All right. He sounds more like kind of like Ernest from the old TV shows. Like, hey Vern. Yeah. Give me a second. Let's see.
Listeners, join us right now for another edition of.
Wait, no, I'm starting to hear
it.
Okay.
About the problem online of fake
Orthodox
clergy.
Orthodox
Orthodox.
Please let me be in this video.
Does it make a difference? We're going to go through all of the implications.
I feel like it's going to have
one right now.
Come
on
put us on
today.
He does have cool music, though. I will give him that.
It's cool music, but when you put it with his face, it looks like it just makes it feel like a Sham Wow commercial.
That's kind of cold-blooded.
Sorry, that was
That was cold-blooded. That's correct, man.
It's just got this like super modern music, and then there's just this like this
boring priest. Yeah.
All right. Like he looks like when he's really excited for like an ice cream sundae that's come out just to the right that you can't see in the.
Shh, it's not big enough.
Hey there, Ancient Faith Today listeners.
Hi. Would you say that Father Thomas is a Padawan of emo? Laughs, Little Wing laughs, Remember Jack. I said he looks like an Orthodox priest. I mean, we gotta let's give him a chance, people. Let's be fair.
Hey.
Glad to be with you today. This is a pre-recorded program, but we're going to have you react as usual in the live chat, and this is going to be a good one because I know a lot of you that are online. You've probably seen some questionable characters and questionable clergy calling themselves Orthodox and claiming that they actually are Orthodox bishops and Orthodox priests. They have Orthodox churches. We're going to go through all of the issues involved in this. And the reason why
I didn't realize you had that kind of reach, Father. You're actually pissing the people off on it.
I don't know if it's me. It could be Gregory, Colorado, or something.
Real Orthodox.
I have no idea who they're going to talk about. That's what's scary. It could be about, and it could be Metropolitan Demetrius. We have no idea who he's talking about.
It could be Father Boniface in this trailer.
Wait! He did it. He did it. He admitted the sales pitch. Check this out. Look what he says. Because what do we always say when people say, well, what is canonical? We say, well, it follows the canons. That's why it's called canonical. But let the sales pitch begin. Sham, wow.
We need to understand what defines a true or a real Orthodox church. Sometimes we hear about this word canonical. Canonical actually means that it is accepted by all of the other Orthodox churches, that it is legitimate. Now, obviously, there are some.
I thought canonical means you follow the canons.
Yeah, exactly. He's defined it like the sales pitch. If you are in agreement with our people, you are canonical. Sham, wow.
I'm going to speak in some generalities, but we're actually going to look at some of these groups that call them.
Always going to look at the groups.
Big Sosa says, Father bless. And man says, hey, Nicholas Thompson. Nicholas Thompson with a $2 super chat. These comments, man. Oh boy, thank you for that. And that let us add that to the total. Hold on. And so let's see here. So that is going to jump. I think that actually should have been 15, and now it should be 17. Let me double check that.
Close the doors.
Hold on. Let me see here. Yeah, I did miss that on the last one. So I'm adding that. So now I'm going to add that to 67, and we are down to 333. Ooh, interesting number. Let's take a look here. Okay, and just for the heck of it, I'm going to check my my stash, the intangible coins, and see if anything has shown up by surprise. And I will give it a minute. And I very rarely, I know when I usually will get like a couple of payments, but I don't think unless there's a surprise somewhere. But I don't see one. So okay, well. Still having fun, so let's continue on.
Oh, I was going to ask you a question about like your Bitcoin and your Monero and all that.
Yeah.
How instant is that for you to receive?
To receive it, it can take anywhere from 10 to 20 minutes.
Oh, so it's like doing PayPal.
Kind of, yeah. It's much faster than any of the other things.
Okay, because I was thinking about.
Remnant Roos says he definitely orders a soy latte.
Yeah.
Mori says greetings. Quran.
No, it's not greetings. It's hey.
Hi. Quran Randwa says, too bad he can't sell us something that'll undo the spiritual destruction he's causing. I don't know how much destruction he's really causing. I mean, let me just see here. How many does he have? Like thousands and thousands. He's got 4,000 views. That's about 10 times of what we get on the average. So on the plus side, he's not doing nearly as much damage as he wishes he was. So let's continue.
Themselves Orthodox. They name the name of Orthodox, but they aren't actually.
Okay, hold on. More comments. Let's see. What's the current topic? Of intrinsic orthodoxy is no, it doesn't. So according to him, canonical doesn't have anything to do with the canons. That is correct. Servant of God says, I actually saw it. He mostly talks about really questionable orthodox. Yeah, but so he's talking about like the ones that like do like road race and stuff. And No, I think he's talking about the Vagante.
The Vagante. Oh, yeah. Okay,
we have to see it, but this is so funny. But I'm
greetings.
Haha, canonical is whatever all the other synods accept. That's crazy. What a crazy definition. Okay, everyone's saying, hey.
Hey. Damn, wow.
As Orthodox churches. So I'm going to ask Mike to bring up the first slide. As we talk about this particular issue of the fake Orthodox churches and the fake Orthodox.
This is pretty funny. Okay, so the first one he has is a black guy in a Western style rider with two really big dogs.
That's
and
right.
So, that is. I mean, first off,
you know, on the black guy first.
Why can't he have why can't he have dogs? Like a lot of black people have dogs. I think that's unfair. Then underneath, I get maybe one of the dogs belongs to the rainbow guy.
Okay.
That's probably why he looks the little dog looks unhappier. And then they got a guy. I mean, he's kind of dressed up normally. I guess almost. I guess he's dressed as a basic priest, and then looks like he has some weird lapel pins on him.
Huh.
Then there's a guy calling himself a metropolitan who's hanging. He's hanging his shields on his. Okay, that's just weird, and he doesn't have a cross on. And then they've got one that looks like he's going to paint a Rembrandt. And he also has a dog.
You notice they find the just craziest examples, right?
Yeah, well, this is certified AI religious slop. So I guess, Father Thomas Soroka made this himself. So let's continue.
Bishops and clergy. And you'll see right there in the slide that I have a little bit of a jab for those of you that have been online and you've been hearing some of the or reading some of the fake Orthodox priests that are claiming to be Orthodox, but they're not part of the Orthodox Church. What you're actually seeing there is an AI drawing of Orthodox kind of looking priests and bishops. And
you mean this isn't real?
Oh my God! You need to put a watermark. Come on.
He's like, whoa, it's AI. This is AI. Like I would never have known. I mean, they just look so lifelike. It's obvious he used the photorealistic filter on this picture.
Wow.
Let's see. That's a compromise. I'm putting it up on the screen because we are desperate. Help the dog. Help me. Help the house. Send the donos. Please send the donos. Yeah, not this dog. My dog. This AI.
Well, help both dogs.
4 gray wolves. Yeah. I get it now. Okay. I was like looking around. I'm like, why do they have all these dogs? Okay, they're wolves. Oh, they're kind of small for wolves. Honestly, if we're being
baby wolves.
Yeah, they're like little baby wolves. That's weird. Why does the only beardless person have rainbow vestments? I mean, that's kind of obvious.
I'm just saying.
Although I will say that there are, the ones that flip that way sometimes will grow very big beards, and they have names for it. It's really weird. Keeping wolves clothing, you don't want to know. I guess I found that out.
I don't want to go down that road.
See, dealing with the weirdos from the last episode I was talking about, that's kind of where that. Let me see. DTC says I can send 200 to keep the show going. DTC, that would be very heroic of you, but it's up to you.
Don't starve yourself.
Yeah, no. You remember, you got to eat first, and you're young, so And then Karan said, "Jazz DTT." We're like, don't pressure yourself. And Karan's like, "Do it, do it. Give him the money." No,
that's the inside voice we have. You're supposed to leave it inside, Father.
No, I was thinking Karan was thinking like that. Not me. Karan was thinking like that. Okay.
Okay. All right. Sorry.
Be clear. All right. This guy looks like he's ready to say, "Hey, let's turn it back on."
Hey.
Whatever, they have the gear, but they're mixing it with Western vestments, or they're putting rainbow colors on it, or they're using the wrong type of hat, or whatever it is. Sometimes that's
rainbow colors on it.
When you look at how they
is terrible.
Liturgy,
it's
how they dress, how they comport themselves. we're going to talk about what you actually see online from not only their presence, but also from like some of the web pages and so forth, because their web pages are going to actually look sometimes kind of legit. And as you know, anybody can make businesses online. Tried to buy, was like really amazing, and it was
boring,
Facebook on $200 with technology. Sometimes it's really hard to tell, especially because we have so newer of
stop saying words.
You know what gets me is that he's doing that whole sing-songy voice thing. So it's just like, I know we're talking about something that seems really important, but I don't care because it doesn't really matter. I'm just making stuff up as I go along, and it has a cadence. It's not boring. I know
Did
you
you
guys
follow my
word
word salad? Because I got lost in my own words.
I know that Ancient Faith Radio was boring before, but it's super exciting now.
We got bored a long time ago.
I know. Bottom right-hand corner, it says certified AI religious slop. And
keep in mind, this is the same guy that went on Facebook and called this other guy a beard worshiping pagan. So this, when he wants to talk on the internet,
he just said certified AI religious slop.
Yeah, well, no, it says it on the. He put that on his little poster.
Wow.
Again, that's done as a little bit tongue in cheek. Those of you that know, what I'm talking about. A lot.
What I'm talking about.
A tremendous amount of AI to make them look like something that they're actually not, because their graphics are handsome and they look very polished, and they take material from other sources and they copy it, and it looks legit, but in fact it is not. So
according to
Mike, if we can go to the second slide,
hopefully it's better than the first one.
This is not something that would have been a surprise to the apostles. It's sad to say that the apostle
he was there
himself and to there, and they were in a way take words, and it says seers talking to
thank you, Father.
Hears all things.
Keep going.
They're gonna
I'm trying.
Basics.
Man, he talks a lot.
The script, the persons.
I see why those episodes are so long now.
But he might sound squeakier if I do this.
The predators. That's why he has a staff.
He might sound more. Hey.
Four has a beautiful picture on it. This picture is of the consecration of a new bishop.
All right.
You notice in the consecration of a new bishop, they are laying their hands on the man who is going to be a new bishop there. And on top of his head, they put the book of the Gospels, because ultimately it's
what
Jesus
is
Christ,
I wonder which group is this? Is this OCA or is that Roquan MP? I can't tell.
And the church, she had on arms begin to the lip. On the important part of completion.
What were you saying?
I was trying to figure out if it was Roquan MP, if it was OCA, Roquan MP, or Roquan.
The presbyters.
I don't know.
All right. So it is all the winner. Hierotenia, right? The continuity for you.
All right, he's talking.
Oh my goodness, he talks.
All right, we got. He's like going through a lecture on.
I think he likes the sound of his voice.
Of that province, you can't just say.
I think he does. I think he likes it a lot.
And
there's like no substance to it. It's just a lot of talking.
Politics and sexual motivations. Okay, I'm guessing that this is one of these weirdo churches. Universalist Orthodox Church, political. Okay.
In the back of this guy,
that's David Bentley Hart's church.
The green vestments. See, they have a little. See the pictures. The pictures, they kind of like set up a little church.
Picture.
It looks like an Orthodox church. And if somebody was not,
doesn't exactly look like an Orthodox church. I think it's really bad form to put a half profile icon versus a large full body icon. They should be symmetrical. But I mean, I guess that's minor. But
he is from the OCA. I'm just saying.
Go on some Chinese website and you can buy vestments. You can buy, look, the Dikiri and Trikiri. Like you can do that.
You can also buy them on eBay.
You can buy tapestries too.
Greece. You buy tapestries from China, like the one I have that looks awesome.
He's attacking you, Father.
That's fine. That's fine. I don't even care. He just wishes he had my. He wishes he had my swag. So it's that simple, as the kids say.
Anybody can buy them now. It's really bad.
What?
You can buy a gospel book, make a gospel book.
What am I reading? What am I reading? Is this so? Is this true?
I don't know. Could it be?
Checking.
Do we have to close the doors?
I might have to close the doors. Bada bing. Oh my goodness. We got a donation from DTC and he was not kidding. He just decided to jump in big. He decided to jump in super big with a $200 Give Send Go donation. And so that knocks us out of the park here. We are, well, almost. It doesn't actually knock us out of the park. But we're really close. We have about 10 minutes, and we have to make $23. Because we are now at we're now at 133. So if we can make 23 in the next 12 minutes, we are going to reach 300. Is it 23? Yeah. No. 33. 33.
Okay. Yeah.
So $33. I think we can do it in 12 minutes. If everyone watching just donates 50 cents right now. Yeah, then I think it has to be $1. But anyone who wants to help, let me see. Let's see what we got. Sheep and wolves clothing. I don't know any dog collars, says Patristic Orthodoxy. Oh wait, that's for RCs and World Orthodox, I guess. If we can get enough, you're so close. We are so close. Cheers, DTC. Ray Babe says, "Who is this guy?" That's Thomas Soroka. As to the weird,
no, that's Father. Hey.
Hi.
33 guys. You can do it.
$33. We could do it. All right. Sounds like a kindergarten teacher. LOL. A kindergarten teacher who doesn't pay any attention to the kids and takes the naps himself. Mario Design says, not sure what groups he mentions in his last two videos. It might be worth scrubbing forward to see if he mentions any true or genuine groups. Okay, yeah. Well, he hasn't this one. This one, it says it's a UOC, but it stands for Universalist Orthodox Church. So it might, as Leader John noted, it might be where David Bentley Hart goes to. Little One says, he sounds like a soy latte too. Yeah. Grape Ape says, this is painful.
Thank you.
McLevin says, how is this? An hour 23. Dono said, dang, GTC. Yeah, it's a mystery, McLevin. I'm sorry, but I have no idea. Karan says, dang, DTC, what? DTC says, Dono sent. We are so close now, 33 away from hitting the 300, which means we will go until 11:45 at least. It's just hypocritical since the World Orthodox buy things online and have missions like that as well. Absolutely.
Thank you.
You cannot even pretend that half of these World Orthodox priests are not ordering off of AliExpress. The price differential is too high.
Especially how much they get paid if they're not in the Greek Archdiocese.
Yeah, exactly. The Greek Archdiocese, they get what was that?
They get subsidized. Dignity.
Whoa, MC came back and wrote $35 with hello again. He has crossed the barrier. He has crossed the line. MC comes in for 33, making his total contribution 58. Hold on. I got to add everything together. And bringing us to 302. Meaning we are just 98 away from goal and we are staying till 11:45.
And what happens if they donate 98, Father?
If we get 98, we will go till 12:15. We will break midnight, people. So this is amazing. Thank you so much. And I have to add a sound effect for this. Do I have the... No, not that.
Not that one.
Hold on. I'm looking for more sounds. Where is it?
You need that guy from Family Guy that goes, hey.
Hold on. I'm looking for a specific one. You ever hear the one that goes...
The what?
There's a sound effect that goes... Okay. Yeah, I'll just give you an early one for here, and we get no winning but a gong.
Hey, winning.
Hey is going to be the thing. So we have now crossed 300. We are 98 away from goal. This is kind of awesome. And everyone's like, just don't play that guy anymore. But no, I have to.
I only use that for OCA priests.
To whom is he preaching? It's just hypocritical since World Orthodox Brethren have little missions as well. Yeah, they're just lying. That's all.
Thank you. You guys are smart. I like you guys.
Yeah. Gabriel says, Brother Nathaniel's vestments are from the wardrobes of Central Casting. Yeah, I guess where his brother Nathaniel comes from. But
where he's going.
Bro Nat went to the SSPX Resistance. I saw that and I was like, I'm sorry, I've said this, I've kind of implied it, I made it clear to people, but if you don't know, the reason why I figured Brother Nathaniel used to run a competing church news site against NFTU when we were brand spanking new. But when he realized there were no donos, we actually spoke on the phone and he was like, well, this is, VP with a $10 donation. Oh, man, we are getting close. We might be staying till after midnight. We're down to 88 for the goal. We're up to 312 in total.
I better go get a Dr. Pepper.
This might be a late night, boys. But in any case, this is ages ago. This is like 2 decades ago. And he asked me directly, he said, how much money do you make doing church news? And I said, nothing. It doesn't make me anything. And then
sounds like
guess
a Jew.
That's when he invented the Real Jew News website. And all of a sudden, he got lots of donuts from you know what.
Because he put Jews.
Yeah.
Just saying.
But the point is, he called it Real Jew News.
There you go.
So, but the thing is, it apparently got a lot of his subscribers, and his subscribers were mostly at that time, mostly underground white nationalists, so on and so forth. But what I think happened over the years is because he represented a religious figure, he would see who was paying and who was making comments. And I'll bet money he probably realized he had more Roman Catholic supporters than Orthodox. And so you do the thing that gets you in further. It's a callous way of looking at life, but that's my feeling. He looked at the receipts and said, most of these people are papists. Maybe I got to find a way to get semi in there. And he did. So let me see. Karan says DTC.
Wonder Netanyahu's paying him $7,000
for one post. But yeah, I can't see that Netanyahu would look at that and go, he says he joined Catholic. Well, doesn't qualify. Karan says, Crowns. Gabriel Michael says, did Bro Nathaniel get his Archimandrite's blessing to join SSPX Resistance? My guess is nah. Public Orthodoxy says, Gabriel Michael, he seems like he found a group that would let him call himself a monk while not being in a monastery, which is always something he sees as part of the goal.
We know what happens to people, we know what happens to nuns that are not in monasteries, I'm just saying.
Yep. And Ragu has fast-friendly pasta sauce about to start cooking, says DTC. Gabriel Michael says, YouTube, there's always equivocal official letters being presented online, but they're never definite and clear. There are letters that negate the previous letters. Very true. Did I put this in its spot? I did not, so I have to add that. So thank you to VP for the $10 donation and putting us at 312 with just 88 to go to stay till after midnight. So that's this is crazy stuff. Otherwise, we'll be finishing up at 11:45, but we still have 30 minutes to have loads of fun with Thomas.
Hey.
Hi.
Church called Joy of All Who Sorrow.
Joy of All Who Sorrow.
Orthodox Church.
Universalist.
And you can fool certainly
really
the secular media who's going to eat that all up. Look at slide number 9.
Slide number 9.
This was in.
Oh, brother. What is this?
Mm-hmm.
With its chanted antiphons and sweet-smelling incense, a divine liturgy at Toledo's Joy of All Who Sorrow parish is in some ways like any other in Eastern Orthodoxy. In other ways, it's decidedly not. A commitment to full social structure and sacramental inclusion of all people. regardless of their gender and sexuality. This is just the parents
Hey.
about church hierarchy. You have people coming to you. You have people who want to learn the liturgy from you, learn the tradition from you. What tradition? They just want to take communion again after a decade of not being able to anywhere. She said, so you kind of say, who cares what I think or what other people think? If it's needful, you should do it. A year into her consecration as a bishop and 3 into the establishment of her parish.
Wait, her?
Yep.
Oh,
nope. She and ministers today to a modest community at Joy of All Usaro. She and her partner, Chester Nall, who as an ordained priest is known as Presbyter Theophon. Wait, so is just a boy or a girl? So they typically hold services for only a handful of parishioners on Sunday. All right, some are local, some drive hours for. Oh my gosh,
wait, I'm confused. Is that a she or a he?
I can't tell. Because it says Presbyter Theophon typically leads the service, her voice blending in with Mother Maeve's in the litanies and antiphons. Wait, so they're both women, but one of them calls herself with a man's name.
He.
And the other. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy.
I hope there's no video on there.
Yeah, this is terrible. Oh, I guess he did read it. Okay, what else we got here? What other groups? Okay, this is another one where some lady's wearing she's wearing the Monophysite bishop hat, the one with the little stars on it, the black one.
Oh yeah.
And then she's got one of those pride stoles. This is so bizarre.
He is going.
Okay, these are just flat out Vagantes. Like, does he deal with any real Orthodox or just these crazy people?
And you notice they're all hey.
Yeah, all of them. Hi. The Orthodox Catholic, I already know this one's a fake. They're always ridiculous.
This just became a less interesting thing.
Oh, Stephen Aenea's church. Okay. This one I know. This guy's been around for a long time. He actually was in Melton's Encyclopedia of American Religions.
Wow.
But he only got the episcopate more recently. But let me see here.
I bet he built up the Palestinian Orthodox.
Stephen Aenea, native of Utica, blah, blah, blah. Has this whole legend of how the Italo-Greek Orthodox Church happened, except it's probably
that one. Yep.
Yeah.
I know.
And he got ordained by Timotheus Athanasiou, who everyone knows is kind of the weird guy that
wackadoodle.
Yeah, he's a wackadoodle. He's not. And so that was interesting. Okay, so what's he gonna say?
Watch the video. I think it's like a minute and a half long.
Watch
Listen to how nice the choir is.
It's got to be better than this.
Pretend iconostas that he built out of plywood or whatever.
Pretend
it's kind of sort of legit. He's got all the vestments. He's got the hat. Watch this video.
I know why it's fake.
Piano.
It has keyboard in it. Wait, but so does the Greek Archdiocese.
Uh-oh.
Shaggy. He's trying to talk through it. They can't hear him.
I mean, he's not dancing, so it's not Catholic.
That's good, yeah. What kind of music is this?
I don't know, but they can sing.
Yeah, they can sing. It's pretty good. It's just that it doesn't sound Orthodox.
To the prayers of his most pure mother, the Theotokos, and ever very patient and constant, sisters of God.
So what you're seeing there is basically it's kabuki theater. This is what this is. It was all set up to make it look like he has a cathedral and he has a church, and you saw a few pitiful people there.
Yeah, kabuki theater, like a music.
Like you don't see that sometimes in the OCA.
Pretty much, right? And he hires this choir from the local college.
That's why they're so good.
They have no idea what they're singing. He gave them some music, and he probably promised to pay them. I don't know if he ever paid them.
I assume it might be that he did pay them.
The ends to which someone will go through to make themselves.
We'll have to read the reviews.
Oh, okay. So in other words, no. I love the implication that Many World Orthodox churches don't do this also, hiring local people to sing. That's false, but oh my gosh. This is crazy. Let's see here. Did Brother Nathaniel? Okay, we read that one. Seems like we read that. Ragu read that. There's
There's time to donate, guys.
Still have time. McLovin eating a banana laughs. He mentions GOC in one of his last 2 videos. Can't remember which one. If you can let me know, we will definitely review it. This is entertaining. He looks like a business exec with investments. Yeah, he kind of looks like he looks like middle management. So I mean, well, technically as a priest in the OCA, I guess he is. But
when you look at slide number 17, it caught up with him.
Whoa. He went to jail? Let me see here.
I gotta look.
Hold on. I did not know this. I mean, I've never had anything positive to say about Stephen Anea, but I didn't know he went to jail. Utica.
You should have paid the choir.
Was I don't know. I know he had a busted building, and for a while that was something he was trying to fix. Oh, okay. He should be already out. Because he was sentenced to 2 to 6 years in prison on March 6, 2014, because he owed contractors $212,000 in restoration work.
Oof! Don't stiff the contractors, guys.
And Anea had only paid $14,000 of the required $100,000 restitution by sentencing, with the judge stating there was less than a 1% chance the full amounts would be raised.
Oof.
Anea's attorney argued he took the fall to protect the church's COO, Philip Barker Jr., whose charges were dropped, and instead Anea received no personal benefit. The prosecutors highlighted his deception. Anea refused to remain silent during sentencing, arguing that the incident was a stupid mistake and that future donations to the church should be used to pay the remaining debt. But the court prioritized financial harm caused to the contractors. Well, I would assume that he got out then.
Yeah.
So yeah, that sounds okay.
He hired contractors to fix this old Episcopal cathedral.
We just read that.
Well, I probably gave it away. And they did $212,000 worth of restoration. He didn't pay them. He paid $14,000. Right? And he said he'll never be able to pay it. Right? And the judge threw the book at him. He got like 2 to 6 years or something. I don't know what he ended up serving. But what's hilarious is his mom actually spoke up at the hearing too, which just shows you like what kind of character you're looking at. It's really sad.
I don't understand. I don't understand his point here.
He's dissing his mom.
Yeah, like what she said, I'm his mom and you're wrong, Judge. Gloria Anea said to you carefully, he would have paid it back. Sometimes judges are wrong. I mean, I don't know that I'd make fun of somebody for that. I mean, obviously, that maybe Anea wasn't honest. Maybe he was. Maybe he got into a bad thing. But, I mean, why are you going to take a pot shot at his mom? All right.
I'm trying to make is, like, if you look at something and it looks like it's fake, run. Is it OCA?
We did.
Your beard looks fake, bro.
We did run away from something fake. Some of us.
Yep.
Here's the one name, right?
What the heck is
they have an LLC?
Theocacna? Oh no. It's like every demon of the Vagante world has arisen here.
The witness is
yuck.
Are they part, right? On the various show tends to claim the industrial here. I would direct you to available prohibition.
Oh my goodness!
Now,
he just
where
keeps going.
The officials
and how this new land, in terms of keep their cultures, but they're also becoming Americans. And there was a realization that America has need of an American church, and all of these different ethnic groups would serve under one American bishop, who was here in America to serve all of these different ethnic groups. So there wouldn't be different jurisdictions in America because that's uncanonical.
Uncanonical, not uncanonical. But ironically, what he's presenting here is actually the opposite of the original idea of the Theocacna. Because when the Theocacna was envisioned, the idea was that it would be headed by one Russian bishop, but that the vicar bishops would actually serve different communities. So he had like Efthymius of Fish serving the Syrian community, and Ignatius Nichols serving the Western Rite and Anglican community. He had the Ignatius
Raphael of Brooklyn serving this.
Yeah. Well, he predates him, and then Zook handled the Ukrainians, etc. So the whole idea, what this guy, I guess he's now part of this Theokakna that was it was kind of renewed in.
They're trying to revive what originally was here in the States.
Not exactly. Originally, what happened was a guy named Victor Prentice, who was like this weird independent bishop, realized that the Theokakna's corporate registration in Massachusetts had simply expired, and so Massachusetts law simply allowed you to pay the state, and then you can renew that in your own name. So he renewed it as the Metropolitan Vicar of the Theokakna. Now, I don't believe this guy's Metropolitan Vicar. One, because he doesn't look like a psychopath, and two, no, Victor Prentice was really weird. And so I don't know that he's still alive, but he probably passed it on, and it was taken care of that way. So I think this is the group that's talking to the Greek Archdiocese. They recently did a thing, because they're basically like an Anglican group. But in any case, I guess they've had some level of success. So let's just see here. But I just wanted to note that the idea that this guy, I guess he's representing the Theokakna side, is actually the opposite of what the Theokakna's original vision was.
So they are establishing what needs to be done based on the original and the ancient understanding of the Orthodox canons. So this is why we have to unpack this, because the reason this church is being established is not as a split. This is not a schism or schism, as some call it. This is not somebody deciding I'm going to leave.
I'm glad you made my distinction. I already like him.
My own thing. These are bishops in synod together discussing what is actually canonical in Orthodoxy and how this new land.
And he lost the point by saying canonical. Let me see here what we got here. What's new? He mentions GOC in one of his last two videos. Can't remember which one. Morello Design, if you find that, let me know. Patristic says, I was talking about the clean-shaving guy in the video. Okay, the guy at the bottom. And the question is, will he lump the TO in with the nutters? We simply don't know. Of course they will.
In terms of religion is concerned and the Orthodox faith.
So he's oversimplifying it. Some of what he said actually did happen. But what I will say for now, and I'm going to do an in-depth show.
I just realized he reminds me of William Albrecht. He has that same annoying up and down. Once you hear it, you can't unhear it.
Oh my goodness, you're right.
About the terrible situation in this country at the turn of the 20th century.
Oh, I can't unhear that now, Father.
You can't unhear. For those who don't know what William Albrecht sounds like, I'm going to punish you now.
Oh, I've already been punished.
Let me see. Unfortunately, a lot of people wonder what is William Albrecht. Is he in the hey crowd? So very strange individual.
And if you want to know more, you can donate.
Let's see. Every Orthodox objection to Catholicism. This sounds like you would definitely use the stupid voice.
Yeah.
Every single Orthodox objection to the Catholic faith.
There we go.
Can we do 2 hours? You have 2 hours.
Oh, yeah.
Can you address every objection that they have?
Throw it all in.
Okay. All right. All right. We'll do that. I will. I'm going to.
Oh, this sounds like we're going to have really a lot of fun with this game.
It's an opportunity, since we've got William here, to talk about one of his. Your areas, like you debate Muslims. You love to talk about the Virgin Mary. I think that's.
Let me see here. Canonical is the truly a pronunciation. I know. Patristic Orthodoxy says, actually, these two guys sound a lot more normal than the AFR guy, to be fair. Give it a minute. Just wait.
Give it a minute.
Give it a minute.
Your favorite
you're right.
thing to do. But debating with Orthodox or dialoguing with Orthodox is also. Am I missing any? Those are your 3 big areas.
Those are my 3 big areas, yeah. I dialogue a lot with Orthodox, a lot. in particular, in talking about every objection, every area where we may differ. And we do have areas where we differ.
Oh my goodness,
But I'm
Father,
very
you're
good
right.
friends with many of them. Many of them I have near and dear friends, but there are areas where we agree a lot, but then there are areas where we clearly disagree.
Well, then I'm going to start with the number one area, the Pope. All right, so let's just get right into the. Well, I'm not doing the peripheral issues.
Right into the nitty gritty. You're right.
Let's get right down to the real nitty gritty. Papal supremacy.
Yeah, I like to call that the meat and potatoes.
Okay,
yeah, you're right.
Papal supremacy. It's unbiblical. It was unknown in the early church.
Yeah. You're going to hear that very often from every Orthodox. They're going to tell you, well, look, that's really late. Vatican I is incredibly late. That is not doctrinal development. You've got doctrinal corruption, they're going to claim.
Oh, okay.
Now, in terms of papal supremacy, I like to begin in the Bible right away. I like to go to the Bible. So I'll open up Matthew, as you know very well. Matthew 16, our Lord founded the church upon Peter. In fact, let me go ahead and read. We read, and I tell you, you are Peter, and on this rock I will build my church. Our Lord tells Peter, and the gates of hell will not prevail against it. I will give you, singular, the keys of the kingdom of heaven, and whatever you bind on earth will be bound in heaven. That's a pretty powerful text.
Yeah.
But they agree. I'll tell you, yeah, we agree. Peter's the rock. But where they do not agree is that being the rock means he is the supreme leader over all. That is where we'll have a little bit of a disconnect. So where else do we have to go? We got to go to John 21, too. John 21, 15 to 7.
Hold on. DTC asks, is the Hood Father Boniface wearing a Western monastic garb or just a typical hoodie?
Just a hoodie to keep me warm.
There you go. That's answered.
Wait, you're
Karan
freezing
says,
down there?
What Adrian Wyatt and Adrian Wyatt wrote, I listen TP ought am.
Huh?
I don't know either. I guess Karan asked, and he said, it goes hard style. The patristic Orthodox, he says, Peter's faith is the rock according to the fathers. That is correct. And, if you want to hear Albright, I just wanted to make an example. I didn't actually want to play like this whole stupid video because I guess it's 2 hours.
Oh.
I guess it's 2 hours of a guy who sounds just like this. So I'm going to take that off. All right. So here we are. It's 11:29. And Debt to Compromise says, it's okay. Okay. The hood looks very dramatic from that angle. Debt to Compromise with the biggest dono here, he gets automatic free super chat visibility today. So, all right, so that's awesome. I'm just making up the rules as I go along, but so all right. So no more of Tom Soroka. We know he can be an angry fella.
I wonder why.
But anyway, so once again, it is. If you want to jump in, it's a live Q&A show. So if you want to jump on the stream to ask a question or make a comment, just click the link.
Yeah, better do it quick too.
And then also, we are now 15 minutes away from closing time at 11:45. If you'd like us to keep going until 12:15, then here's what you do. Help keep the lights on. Support us by subscribing or donating at NFTU.net with various options like PayPal, Cash App, BTT, L0 XMR, or on GiveSendGo. Just look in the description. We are short to a goal of $88. If we can get to $88 in the next 15 minutes, we will break the 400 limit and we will stay till 12:15. Why do I do it like this? Because for some reason, sometimes people randomly really like to help at the absolute last minute. So that's where I am. He said, I listened to it and replied to his World Orthodox heretical nonsense, pointing out the World Orthodox calendar confusion, ecumenism, and divisions. Oh, he listened to it. Okay, so he responded to this guy. All right. Thank you for that, Adrian. Good to see you doing the hard work. And so, let me see here. Put that there. Looking to see if there's a surprise. So far, no. But okay, so let's see here. So once again, to reiterate, what are we trying to do this week? I do have an appointment. God willing, the dog will not be suffering too long, and we'll be able to get a lot of matted hair out. It should be a lot better. I have a lot of bills to pay. Bills are coming. They're all over the place. We have 2 debates coming in September, as I mentioned, with the guy who basically, defeated Jay Dyer in a 5-minute debate. And left Jay Dyer basically just saying stupid racial jokes and trying to look smart when he ended up.
It broke his brain, apparently.
It broke his brain. He was just too embarrassed.
Meltdown.
Yeah, did you see it, Father? I don't know. I'm not gonna.
I saw it briefly. Yeah, I did see it.
That was disastrous. After he said that St. Leo, he's like, all your popes are bad. I'm like, oh boy.
What did he go? Wasn't the guy Asian and he was like making fun of Mexicans?
Yeah, because then he starts going. He's like, yeah, but you gotta have your cholos behind you, and he's like, he's Asian. Like, so stupid. So dumb.
Wrong racist.
I'm amazed at the quality of debating these days compared to when I was a younger person.
Yep.
You know, William F. Buckley or, Firing Line. You know, some of that stuff back then, it was people would sit down and talk rationally, but they would use intellectual cut downs, like you had to really listen to, and Buckley could cut you down and you wouldn't even know it. But anyway.
Yeah, absolutely. Let me see here. Check it out.
Jay Dyer's just making ad hominem great great again.
That was just awful. Great on your ears. But anyway. Let's see here. Adrian White says, challenge this World Orthodox priest to a debate. I'd have to find him, but I guess I could. I could come in on one of that other guy, the Trinitarian Champions, like streams or something, and just be like, I'll back you up. I've got this.
Well, doesn't he have a live show?
Who? Yes. He does. Ooh.
And we haven't mentioned the Candace Andrew Wilson debate either. So
because I am not a clout chaser, and I am not here to chase the clout. If I was on YouTube and I wanted to get another 15 followers, I could have just put a picture of Candace with said 300,000, and put a picture of Jay Dyer and it says 2,000 under it, and be like, choose your fighter. I would have gotten 10 new subscribers today. But the point is, I didn't do that because I am not a clout goblin. Jay Dyer may be a clout goblin, but I don't have to be like him. I'll never be like him. I'm Hispanic, and I would never make fun of somebody for tortas.
Well,
it just seems shameful.
He'd sing Lowrider to you anyways.
Yeah. I was like, oh my gosh, what am I watching? This is terrible.
Well, you heard him doing this like his little voice imitations on. Well, you didn't watch the Tucker Carlson thing. He got stupid on there too. It's like, wow.
Oh, that's terrible. Oh, McLovin says they took all the debate clubs out of schools. For shame.
They also took shop out of school.
They took a lot of good stuff out of school.
Yep.
Let me see what we got here. I'm not doing it, but I want to know how the deacon is supposed to do it. If you're not a deacon, well, I'm not gonna put that up. That's a quiet thing. People ask me all sorts of strange questions. So we'll see. Traditional Western Orthodox with a member chat. That's Bishop Enoch says, hi, first time making a comment from the phone. Have a good night. Thank you. Benedicite, and have a good night.
Oh, he's on the phone now.
Right. He has a new he has a phone finally, so he's doing more phone things.
I just hope it's an Android.
Yeah. So so Adrian, that's not a bad idea. I'll just find a way to do it, and we'll try to challenge him. Be like, Father Tom. Hi.
Come on my channel. Hey.
Yeah, so I will find him and we'll just be like, hey. Okay, no, we're not going to say hey. We're not going to say hey. We're just going to be like, Father Tom, you call us pagans. All right, well, got 9 minutes to go. I'm sure people want to hear a half hour more of this. But keep the show. DTC wants to. He's like, late night donos. Oh my goodness. Traditional Western Orthodoxy Bishop Enoch with $26. So close.
Like $62 away.
Just dropped in. Well, we talked about the fact that I'll be doing 2 debates in September. One with Sway, a guy who defeated Jay Dyer in a 5-minute debate and caused his brain to explode so much that he began trying to respond with humming Lowrider at him. And then talking about help for my dog, of course, because we have the hospital to go to. The dog is very matted, and we were concerned. We want to take care of that on Thursday. And then we were reviewing Thomas Soroka's unhinged rants about True Orthodox as pagan calendar beard worshippers. Quran says, "Yo, Bishop Enoch, the unseen king." Well, we are now.
That's not how you talk to the bishop.
It's not quite yet. It's not quite how you talk to the bishop, but it's okay. I'm sure he doesn't. Well, maybe he does mind. Minus 26 is 62, and plus 26 is 38. We are awful close. We are 62 away from staying for another half hour, but there's only 7 minutes to do it.
62. You close the doors, guys.
Wait, I did that wrong. Was it 348? Yeah, it has to be 348. Okay.
Wait, he did 26.
No, it's 358 because.
Wait, what was it before?
It was 62, because that was the math, which would mean this is 338. Okay. All right, and then we have to put Bishop Enoch.
Yeah, 338.
With a super chat for 26. So we are now in dangerous territory, folks. This is kind of like the 2-0 score in the football. Yeah. Sorry, my bad. I won't do it again. What did he mean by $62? The $62. Yeah, let me show you because I just put you on the board. Our current goal is 400. The goal left is $62 because with your 26 it's 62. When we hit 300 or hit 75% of our goal, we stay for another half an hour. And then finally, if they want us to stay for another half an hour after that, which would mean we stay till 12:15 if we hit our 100% goal. But we're 62 short and we have 6 minutes. So we want to see what happens. We've been surprised many times here.
Yeah.
So don't be surprised if we get surprised again. Or we lose. And either way, we had a great night. Everyone's happy. I'm close. And I hope, can use that to help the dog. And a lot of it, like the YouTube stuff, doesn't come till next month. But it helps me this month with access to money to help out this month. So
I still remember that crazy large dono that just made all of our jaws drop.
Yeah, we've had a few of them that are just
this year.
Yeah, it's been crazy. So I'm grateful, very grateful to God, grateful to my community. Grateful to all of you. You guys watch. You guys contribute. You guys have fun, and you guys ask real questions. And I'm proud to say that I have a real community. Is it the biggest in the world? No, but it's still bigger than Harvey's Lake. And on top of that, it's also very, very good. I appreciate everything, and I appreciate your seriousness. And sometimes I'm not that smart. New meme on DTC YouTube channel and X. And Crown said, "There's been some crazy moments. Let's go." Okay, so let's go to DTC's channel because why not? Let's do it. Okay, so YouTube, Death to Compromise, one of my favorite channels on YouTube.
I just can't believe we're past 3,100 now. I remember when I started jumping on here, it was like a lot less than that.
Yeah, I know. We 3 years we've gone up by over 2,000. So
yeah.
Let's see here, Death to Compromise. Let's look at his posts. Okay, it's Judge Judy noting the. Here, I'll put it up.
Oh no.
Judge Judy noting the Soviet cathedral.
Is that the military cathedral?
Yep. Judge Judy weighs in. So, all right. So let's see here. We're looking. We're moving.
I don't think she likes hammers and sickles.
Yeah. No.
Well, she doesn't like homeschoolers. I'll tell you that.
Well, this is how he wakes up every day. All right.
$62, guys.
We keep going. Otherwise, if we don't do it in 4 minutes, we don't keep going. Maybe I shouldn't have used that. And how I feel like, kind of like I feel sensitive about that. But anyway, I meant it with a good way, not like a bad way. So anyway.
I need to know in the next 4 minutes if I need a doctor.
3 minutes. 3 minutes.
3 minutes.
But anyway, I am going to. Either way, I'm thankful. I'm grateful, and so this is great stuff. And so otherwise, once we get to the 44th minute, if everything stays exactly the same, then I will start reading the goodbye message I always read. So keep posted to the channel. God willing, I will try to get something this week. Last week, I was not successful at doing that. I'm hoping to do either a Thursday or a Tuesday show, and I am still scheduling to see what happens with those debates. So in that case, but those are going to be both September debates. So, okay.
And keep your distance from the dog.
Yeah. Poor dog.
Poor dog, poor father.
Yeah, well, she wouldn't be acting like that if it wasn't for the hair thing. So, yeah. I mean, it's just sad. But anyway, well, here we are. Things are quiet. Let me see here.
It's always that last minute.
It may not be magic, Some people might be like, "This is a perfect ending to the show. We'll just stop."
Hey.
It's just terrible. Just terrible. Absolutely terrible.
I know.
Oh, let's see here. Quickly check something here. Just give it a second. Hold on.
Huh. Was Sunrise here today?
What?
Was Sunrise here today? I don't think I saw him today.
No, I didn't see Sunrise today.
Huh. Hope he's okay.
Yeah. Hopefully we see you soon, Sunrise, because you're always here and you're always very vocal.
Yep.
Sometimes people just can't listen, And that's okay. Yeah. They come back. One second. Almost there.
Oh, come on, guys. I love hearing that sound.
It's all right. I'm going to put in failure and success today because we did both.
Okay.
Karan says, can anyone explain to me why a bishop is so important and why I can't talk to him like that? Technically, you shouldn't talk to clergy in general like that, but don't mean to be rude, just asking. Please don't take this offended. We're not offended, so don't worry about it. It's just that, he's not one of the fellow kids is the point. That's why.
He's not a bro.
Maria Design says, real bishop or pseudo bishop? That's my bishop, and he's quite real.
Yeah.
So, he's also been a co-host of the show many times when he was a priest monk. So very handy and very, very intelligent. One of the smartest bishops I know. All right, we've hit the moment, guys.
He was the original
It's
co-host.
so nice to spend some time together. Okay. Thank you to everyone, to Father Boniface, to Reader John, to our guest. We did have a guest on who asked a question. I forget.
Ignatius
Ignatius. It was Ignatius. To our listeners, to everyone who had questions and had comments, and those who support our mission, support the channel. We at NFTU need your help. Support us by subscribing or donating at nftu.net on Give, Send, Go. We remember all of you in our prayers, and thank you for all the support for NFTU. As I mentioned, tonight we did not quit. I meant in general, not with anyone specific. Yeah. Real Bishop. Well, the thing that separates them is the confession of faith. It always will be. So if they're not following that, you know that they're not really Orthodox. We did hit a current total of 338. So we did break 75%, but we didn't break all of the noise. So, of course, we did fail.
Losing.
Well, we also kind of won.
Hey.
So everyone, just once again, I will just quickly note that here that support the channel. We at NFTU need your help. Support us by subscribing or donating at NFTU.net or on Give Send Go. We remember all of you in our prayers, and thank you for all the support for NFTU. And as always, if this was helpful to you, don't forget to like and subscribe. Through the prayers of our Holy Father, so Jesus Christ our God, have mercy on us and save us.
Amen.
And have a good night, everyone.
Good night.